Incoming bald and ugly.
Yep, here it comes. Incoming bald and ugly. Are they?
And
Yep.
late.
And
Scammed again.
oh, 701. And then also Tree is going to call in at some point, but when he does, it's just going to fuck everything up. All right. Here we are on another night
Bald.
of the dumpster fire. Except it's a special night. Yes, everyone wants to call me bald and ugly. You know, I used to not be so ugly, but now as the years have gone on, I'm just ugly and bald. With us tonight for the NBA draft, I have not one, not two, but three super special guests tonight. Number one, I have C Saint from
What's
from
up, people? Back
what's
again.
Yep, he's back on the show. He is a special guest. Number two, I have Dodger of Zion, a regular of the show, also a mod, by the way. What's up, DOZ?
Hey man, I'm ready for a draft. I'm always up for a draft.
Nice. And then three, my very special guest as well, Eric Rayweather, everyone. What's up, Eric?
What's going on, everybody? Just here to see my team draft Zion. See what we do with that 8th pick that we just traded for.
So there was another trade already?
We traded 4. We moved back to 8, and we got number 8, number 17.
That's right.
Now.
So you're
I'm
talking.
going to bet they take Bull at 8.
I don't think they. I think at 8 they're hoping. I think they're hoping Culver falls to 8, or if not him, maybe they take Reddish. I don't think they're going to go Bull.
I find this draft.
I think Culver is what they're hoping.
I find this draft so interesting because after the top 3, it is wide open. Like nobody knows what's going to happen after the first 3 go, especially at that 4 slot with, well, gosh, they don't have this. This draft tracker is not updated. This stupid CBS one back. They still have the Lakers picking 4th. I'm like, no, it's not happening. Yeah, let me find a different one. So what we're going to do is they're not going to start announcing picks until 7:30. I'll do it from NBA.com. So we're going to read some snapper chats. Dodge is going to help me out with that. And before we get into this, I just want everyone to state their allegiance before we get started. C Saint, who's your favorite team?
Me first?
Yes.
Oh, the Rockets. Yeah, we don't even have a pick this year.
Yeah, so we're not going to have any reaction from you. All we're going to have is reaction to you from Barry McCockiner saying that Chris Paul was making fun of James Harden's man boobs. That's what.
Yeah. The good old troll that got Skip Bayless. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then today, what's his name? Dan Patrick was talking about Barry McCockiner. Like,
yeah,
you've reached epic troll status.
It's so dumb how these people work at like these big networks and are getting. He's like the most notorious sports Twitter troll out there too.
Right. What's even funnier is the irony that they don't know that he's making fun of them. Like they're just covering like, oh, look at all these dumb people falling for this stupid, these dumb tweets. I'm like, no, you're the dumb ones falling for the dumb tweets. It's very avant-garde. It's interesting. All right, Eric, what is your favorite team? What I think you said
Pelicans.
It earlier. Yes.
Pelicans, baby.
You guys have a lot of
finally
picks.
Trying to turn this ship around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I was saying. It's like, man, like we got a pretty good deal for AD. I mean, I still feel like both teams got what they wanted. Like Lakers are trying to win now, so they get a top 5 player. But it's like we got a lot of value for them, and I don't expect us to keep all the things we got. I really expect some of this stuff to get flipped for like a veteran player. Yeah. Especially tonight. We have 5 picks tonight, and I just don't think we're going to go into next year with 5 rookies. So I'm pretty much expecting us to trade some of those second-round picks tonight as well.
It's possible. It depends on what their mentality is. Do they tank again next year and try to get another lottery pick to add with Zion, or do they really try to win now?
I don't think they're going to be in tank mode. I think they're going to try. They know they're not going to win a championship right now, but I think they're going to try to put a good team together and try to compete.
Yeah, but there's like that sweet spot of like 38 wins that would be, not making the playoffs, but at least generating excitement. That might be the way to go.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if the team's bad, I think they're still going to generate excitement just off Zion alone.
Yeah.
Like
it's going to be incredible.
Like they're probably going to be. Yeah, they're probably going to get the stadium, or not the stadium. The arena is probably going to get more filled for Zion than it did for AD. Honestly.
Yeah,
which is crazy to think, but it's just like the potential of Zion is so high.
Plus, he's a really exciting player.
Yeah.
Right. Like AD was pretty exciting to watch too. Like I went to so many games. AD was exciting too. The blocks and just the lobs and stuff. But it's like Zion is just the athleticism that comes with Zion, like how he can run. It's just gonna be crazy. And then you pair that with like Lonzo Ball. Like the team's just gonna be running. A lot of lobs, a lot of crazy dunks. It's just going to be fun to watch regardless.
Also, if you think about it, like there's really no reason to tank anymore, as we've clearly seen with the Pelicans getting the #1 pick this year with the odds that they had to get the #1 pick. I don't think tanking's a really smart thing to do because you end up losing a ton of games and not get what you want. So I think they're going to try. But like they're basically the Lakers right now with their starting lineup, so I don't think we can like look and have too high hopes for that team this coming year. They're more of like I see them as like the beginning of how the kind of like the Kings are, and they're gonna end up being good in the future as long as they keep the pieces they have.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think this team is a team that's like you're looking like 4 or 5 years from now. Like, what can they do? But one thing I've been talking to other people too, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hold too much against the former Lakers, like, because honestly, man, the last 10 years, I mean, the Pelicans as well. This is true for like the Pelicans and the Lakers both for the last 10 years have not really been ran very well. The Pelicans are just now, as of a few months ago, because of the changes they're making, have been running well for the past few months because of David Griffin and the moves and the people he's brought in. But the Lakers organization for a while now has been a mess. So it's kind of hard to hold hold it against those players that they haven't really developed into what you thought they would be by now. So I'm hoping under a well-run organization, which it looks like we're going to be with David Griffin, at least so far. If they run things well, I think you could see guys like Brandon Ingram, finally get a little bit closer to what people maybe expected him to be and things like that. And then you add Zion with it. Drew is, he doesn't make the All-Star game, but he's like right there. He's one of those guys that he can play at that level. He's just not really thought of as an All-Star caliber guy. And whatever the rest of these picks turn into, if they flip it or if they, the draft picks pan out, I think the future is bright, but it's definitely, it's some few years away.
Yeah. I think David Griffin got quite the haul for what he did. The only problem is just you lost Anthony Davis. So let me start getting
right now. Yeah. Brandon Ingram's going to get the Most Improved Player award next year. I'm calling it right now.
I think it's very possible. And I was a person before the trade, like I was all in on saying, Tatum is better than Brandon Ingram. I still think Tatum might be better, but I don't think that Ingram, I'm not writing him off. I think under a well-run organization, he really could finally progress and at least, like you say, be a most improved player type guy, be someone that, even if he doesn't make an all-star game, be a solid player.
Yeah. All right, I got to start reading these Snapchats before everyone gets angry. All right, Tucker White, he did this at like 2 p.m. when I scheduled the stream. For $5, he gets to go first. Not basketball related, but the Rays might split time between Tampa and Montreal. They're trading one trash heap for another trash heap. This is the dumbest thing.
Oh my god, that is such the stupidest thing.
Oh, it really is.
Let's have one team, two cities. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. I'm sorry.
It's not like the Islanders splitting time between Nassau Coliseum and Brooklyn that are on technically the same island. We're talking two different countries here. Like Florida man and Montreal man just don't need to share the same team. It really is just, I can't even believe they're discussing it. It seems like some type of leverage thing for Tampa to say, hey, we want a new stadium. We want Tampa, the city of Tampa or St. Pete to pay for it. It's not an actual thing. It can't be because it literally would be the dumbest thing.
unless it's like a move where they're trying to test out to see how well tickets sell in Montreal, and if it sells well in Montreal, maybe they move. I don't know, but it's just dumb to have a team playing two totally separate parts of the North America in a single season. That's just so dumb.
Yeah, but Canada's not America. Not
North
at all.
America. It's North America.
No, it's not even North America. Canada's its own continent, if you ask me. There's a line right there where they have free health care and we have guns, and that's how it works. All right, L. Chris for $2. I'm ready to be disappointed like 5 point. I am so ready for something to happen like the Pels trade for the 2 and then take RJ Barrett. And not that Ja Morant is such a bad player, but I really have my heart set on RJ. Like, I really just hope that that's what happens. I think reports are coming out that it's going to be Zion, Morant, and RJ, but you never know what kind of bullshit could ever happen. You just don't know. With Memphis at that next pick, they could bend us over like cheap sheet metal. Who knows? Casey Hughesby for $5. Boy, are the Knicks getting screwed over in free agency. No AD, Zion, nor Kyrie, and Kevin Durant. So I heard this rumor now that Kevin Durant could sign with the Warriors for a max deal with the understanding that he rehabs and then they trade him after a year so that they can actually get assets instead of losing him. And as a hey, we'll do you a solid and sign you to a max deal, but then we're gonna fuck the rest of the NBA by making them give up picks for your rights. And that's so bad for the Knicks. Everything his leg snapping was terrible for the Knicks. It was bad. So
you think he was still going to go to the Knicks, though? Because there was a lot of talk about him maybe going to Brooklyn, too.
It's possible. I think what's going to happen now is with these free agents is they're going to go wherever the max slot money is and where they can win a championship or create a legacy. One of the two.
Do you think it's possible for the Knicks to, like, lose, or I don't want to say, like, lose the fan base, but do you think it's possible for the Knicks to lose, like, the city? Or like kind of like you think Brooklyn's gonna like take over as like the team to be out there, or the Knicks just have too much history for that to happen?
Brooklyn's been there for how many years now? They moved from New Jersey to Brooklyn, and it's like the biggest overhyped crap. Like Brooklyn doesn't care about the Nets. Like the Knicks still have the heart of the city. Like I just don't understand. I don't know if the Knicks would just get good, like Knicks fans, we're as dumb as, say, Washington Redskins fans. Like, we just keep coming back. We're like Madden buyers. Like, we just keep buying the game every year. We're just like, yeah, just fucking give us whatever bullshit you're going to throw out there. And we'll do it. We'll just be back there. We fill the Garden even though we're a 20-win team. And it's terrible. It's terrible. That's how it works.
I don't think the Knicks will ever lose their fan base, but I don't think they're going to be good anytime soon, and I don't think that any upcoming free agents were even planning on going to the Knicks. I don't care. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what the report said. I don't care what these analysts said. These are the same people falling for Barry McCockner on Twitter. I don't think anyone was going to the Knicks. I really don't. I think they're very far away from being good. They've busted on so many draft picks. I don't think anybody wants to play there right now, especially with all that negativity going on with their owner and stuff like that. Total negative situation.
The Garden definitely has allure, but it's not enough. It's definitely not enough. So, Beast of Metal, 1989 for 10 bonesies. The mascot, once face planted, finds new balance. It skates forward, dignity and pride bestowed upon us at last, to accept the golden scepter from the NBA's Lord and Savior. All hail Kawhi Leonard. Yes. You know what the thing with Kawhi is? Like, nobody thought that his offense would develop the way that it did. You know? Like, he blossomed as a two-way player. And he was, what pick was he? He was picked late, wasn't
16th, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was like 16th.
He got picked by the Pacers, didn't he? Didn't they trade him?
Yeah, he got drafted.
They traded him for George Hill, huh?
I don't remember. Probably. It sounds about right.
He's just like Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry wasn't hyped. I mean, Davidson had that Elite Eight run in the tournament, but like he wasn't looked at as like, wow, this guy's just gonna be a stud. Nobody knows that whether a player is gonna work their ass off. Oh, by the way, Tree is on vacation. He said he would call in at some point, but I don't know. Fuck that guy. I'm just kidding. You know, he is the co-host of the show, but it's all good. Jared Froman for $5. Who do you? I like it when we're talking. It's a show about the NBA draft, but you guys gotta ask us other type of questions because that's the kind of show that we have here. Who do you think will be the next team to win their first Stanley Cup? Wow.
I'm thinking Vegas, honestly.
You think Vegas is close? I think at some point Vegas becomes like every other team where their contracts and cap hits start to add up. I think. I don't know. Yeah, not Nashville. I think
catfish here.
I think Arizona. If I had to pick one, I think Arizona somehow in very Bettman-like rigging somehow wins the cup and stays in Arizona, just like Carolina did. And yeah, okay.
Well, that's what happens when people come to their games.
That's right. That's right. There's no Hurricanes, man, tonight.
I'll read this one. Knight 676 for $2.
Wait. Where's that one?
It's right in the chat. It's a new one. Like I said, I'm catching the new ones. He's in my city rooting against my Cubbies.
Oh, nice.
As he would be.
So how am I gonna know what's been read if I don't go?
I'll put it in the PM for you for reference.
Okay. Well, no. Or if I start reading it, you just say I read that, dumbass.
Boom.
How about that?
Well, I won't word it like that,
Yeah.
but okay.
You can call me a dumbass. I mean, I tell dick jokes for a living. That's what I do. All right, we're still about 12 minutes away before we get this show started. If you're watching it on ESPN, they got the tall, pretty African American woman. What's her name? Candace. I forget her name. Candace Parker.
Not Candace Parker. I'm thinking of the actual player.
Oh, I always feel like if I always forget like.
I wasn't looking at the TV. I thought you were talking about the WNBA player.
No. What's her name? Y'all know what her name is. The tall.
I'm not. I mean, I recognize her, but I don't know her name.
Yeah. I always think that if someone's gonna ask me what the first name of some lady is, I'm always gonna finish it with a porn star's name. Like,
oh, jeez.
Ashley Anderson. I mean, what? I don't know. That could be anyone. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Brandy Bay. Who is that? All right. James Amadei for $5. If Zion does not go number one, watch everyone lose their mind. His contract negotiation meeting will be more interesting than the draft. I think it's a 100% lock. Like, I would probably bet a testicle right now that he's going
There's
number
no
one.
way he doesn't go first.
Right. I would.
They just got a report that said, "Oh, my bad." But
No, go ahead.
no, I just seen a report that just said David Griffin is still dealing, and they're trying to turn some of the other draft picks into an established player. So maybe you got 17 and you got those second round picks. They might be trying to flip some of that for another vet. That's what it
That'd be
sounds
the
like.
smartest thing, honestly. They don't want.
That would be smart.
I want to
don't
go
wanna
in the
be
next year with
like-
5 rookies.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't want to be in like a Phoenix Suns situation, which they just did a dumbass move too. So
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe they're looking at it like a Bradley Beal or somebody, like a veteran. Like I like what the
Beal
Jazz
would be-
did, adding Mike Conley. I really like that move.
If we could get Beal, man, that's like the dream to me. And I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility at all.
if the Pelicans can get Beal, I don't think it would be a stretch to say that they could be extremely competitive next season. Maybe not playoffs, but like just out of the playoffs,
Maybe.
I don't know. It really depends on how good Zion is as a rookie,
True.
I think.
True.
Because like Beal and Drew as a backcourt would be great. And then, I mean, I don't know. I think if we were to get Beal, though, I don't know if picks would be enough. Like, I would assume something like Lonzo would maybe have to be in that deal. Because I don't know what you would do, because I think they're planning to keep Drew around for a while. So you would have Drew, Lonzo, Beal. It's like you don't want to have like a –
How
I
triggered
don't know if
would
Lonzo wants to come off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
how triggered
Well, I
would
think
look?
they have to wait.
Oh,
Don't they have to wait like 60 days before they could trade all the guys they just got in that trade? It's like a certain amount of days before you can.
Oh, that might be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How triggered would LeVar be if Lonzo gets traded again?
Well, he can't go on ESPN anymore, so we will not know.
All right,
All right.
I'll get another Snapchat in the chat here. Beast of Metal 1989 for $5. Now do the right thing, Raptors. Let Kawhi walk. Last thing we need is a B-ball dynasty serving as a thinly disguised proxy for Maple Leaf arrogance. Ouch.
Ooh, wow.
Yikes.
Another hot roast right there from Beast of Metal 1989. And do you want to read this next one, Dodge?
Yeah, I'll get that. Irrational sports fan for $1.99. Knicks going to break your heart like the Giants?
Yes, they're going to take Daniel Jones with the number 3 overall pick, which is the most tweeted at joke to me all the time. Everyone fought. Irrational Sports Fan has a channel, by the way, too. That's Vegas Golden Knight coverage. Same guy. He also sang the Baby Shark song as a derogatory insult to the San Jose
Oh my
Sharks.
God.
All right, burn him at the back end here. Jared Froman again for $5. Which Detroit sports team will be next to return to playoff contender status? And roughly, when do you think it'll happen? Also, sell the team Dolan. I think and you don't want to hear this, but it's the Red Wings because Stevie Y is in town. And it's not going to be for like 2, 3, 4 years. Detroit is, like Dan Patrick used to say, en fuego, but it's a hot, hot tire fire. Sorry. At least you're not Cleveland. Uncultured Barbarian. I think this is a new one. I haven't heard of Uncultured Barbarian, but that's a great name. It's like a double. I mean, most barbarians are uncultured. For $5, could the Knicks quite possibly make Gettleman look like a genius by comparison tonight? No, I think it's really hard. Whether you get Ja Morant or RJ Barrett, they still win. I mean, they get a scoring, either a guard or a forward. You know, like how could they possibly mess that up? Ja Morant is...
Knicks are in a can't miss situation.
Yeah.
Like,
unless
either player is right at that pick.
Yeah, unless they do something stupid like take Cam Reddish or something, you know, like what would they? Why would they do that? You know,
I've heard talk. I've heard Garland though. A lot of people are really big on him.
Yeah, I think the Hawks. That's why they traded up to 4 was to get him.
Actually, I heard the Hawks they want Hunter. That's why they traded
Hunter.
him.
My bad. I'm getting all. They have so many point guards at that point of the draft, like high level point guards or guards in general.
Dodge, did you see the ones?
Probably could have got Hunter at 8 though.
I saw a couple. I was just waiting to jump in.
Can you get? What's the farthest you can go back?
Oh, I could go back to the one just after the one I'd already read.
Okay.
DeCruz for $2. How will the Nets screw up tonight?
Where do the Nets pick? Let's see here. What's the order? Oh wait, the Nets are picking. Oh, this is cool. I can see here. All right, they have the 27th pick. It's really hard to fuck up the 27th pick. You know, like there's so much shit happens between now and then. Like, I don't see how they could mess it up unless they take like Taco Fall like way too early. But I think
you'd have to go way out of your way to mess up there.
Or Bowl something. You know.
All right, so Aqua 1950 for $2. Thoughts on penalty retakes in the World Cup? Now we're talking football.
Yes, we're talking football.
The beautiful game.
I don't know about penalty re-kicks. What would qualify that? The goalie leaving too early off the line? I don't know. Maybe you farted during the penalty kick and you had to do a redo. And it's like, oh man, I pulled a Paul Pierce and now I've got a re-kick. So
all right, I'll get the next one here. Tiger89 or Tiger, I apologize if I got your name wrong. What do you think the chances are of the NHL entering another lockout either this year or next?
High. I would probably
Very
say
high.
95 percentile. I think they'd lock out, but they get the season started on time. But a lockout is very quite inevitable with them because they're going to bitch about salary and not getting paid enough and, not ever getting paid all the money that they think that they're owed because of the way that the salary cap works. But it's created a wonderful product. So I think the players need to shut the fuck up and just enjoy it the way it is. All right. TIE Fighter 94. Yes. Fellow Asian American, by the way. Next legacy of failure from any sport to win a championship. Wow. Oh. I mean, the Blues got off the schneid.
A lot to pick from.
Right. Golly. It's not the Jets. I'll tell you that.
It's not the Vikings.
No. Gosh, who did he get? Who did he do really rough? He did somebody bad. Seattle? He did the Mariners pretty bad. I got to think about who all the people that he's thrown under the bus recently. Ottawa?
He's been absolutely ruthless on the Orioles.
Oh, yeah. Orioles could be good someday. Again.
Someday.
All right. Let's see. We're almost there. They're announcing all the players. Then they got to do something, they got to have Adam Silver come out and sell some shit. Eli Arbaiza for $5. Both of you guys look like famous singers. Tree looks like Eminem, and 5 Points looks like Limp Bizkit. Do I look like Fred Durst? Have you boys ever gotten that before? That's a no for me, dog. I'm just gonna say, most people think I look like Joe Coy, which I think you can see that. See, Caleb, who do people think you look like?
Oh my God, dude, so apparently Josh Donaldson, who's that dude who has the dreads? He plays baseball, white dude. He played for the Pirates. From blanking. Him. Anybody with long hair, they say I look like. Let's just put it that way. If they're white and they have long hair, apparently I look like them.
That's funny. How about you, Eric? Do you ever get compared with a celebrity?
No, it's weird. Like, I've just been hearing this lately. And I don't even agree with it, but people keep telling me I look like Baker Mayfield, but I don't see it at all. I've heard that like 20 times in the past couple months. But
the important question is, do you feel dangerous? That's the important question.
Yes.
Has anybody ever told you sound like Andy Milonakis?
No, I haven't heard that one. I've heard I sound like random other YouTubers.
Dodger. Has anybody ever said you sound like Andy Milonakis?
It's my mic, and also I'm maybe getting a little bit of a scratchy throat, so I don't sound normal.
Oh, okay.
Also, I just finished eating dinner too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably perk up as the night goes along.
Yes.
But I don't get confused for anybody except for other people's relatives.
Oh, really?
Or if I'm grocery shopping, somebody will stop me and say, "Excuse me, could you tell me where X, Y, or Z is?" And I'm like, "Do I look like I work here? Come on now."
Yeah. I get that all the time because I just look like a giant douchebag. Anyways, hold on. I gotta take a little break here.
I'm just telling my friends where to come watch this dumpster fire.
1 second.
Done. Oh, we got a big in here. We got a big old snapper.
What? When do we get a big in?
Beast of Metal 1989 for $10.
Oh boy.
I wonder if Kawhi did that awkward laugh as he was looming over Steph Curry's corpse. In fact, when they write the book on this NBA season, they should call it My Atrocious Laugh, the Kawhi Leonard story.
I loved what he did I loved what he did at the parade. Like he was just like he basically mic dropped everybody. And he knew everyone was making fun of him, and he teabagged the world, and I can respect that. Billy Carter gave us $1. Thank you, Billy. Thank you. You were a mediocre president, by the way. Peanut farmer from where was Billy Carter from? Georgia. That's right. Harold Kaufman. I wonder if that's German. Harold Kaufman. No, you're not a Nets fan, 5 points, but who do you side with in the D'Lo Kyrie Civil War? I think Kyrie is not a great guy. I think he's a
weirdo.
Yeah.
He's a weirdo.
He's a diva. He won a championship despite himself. Like, he's Chris Paul, but that happened in on a good situation and won a championship. And
begins.
Right. And if he didn't have LeBron, he'd be ringless and he would just be another choker in the league. And
we might be saying that about Anthony Davis soon.
Yeah, it was Jimmy Carter, not Billy Carter. Wasn't his no, I'm thinking Billy Graham and Jimmy Carter. Fuck. How do you get those two confused? It's too much weed. It'll do it to you. That's right.
Smoke weed every day.
Too much weed every day. Not now on the weekends now. I don't like getting too high all the time. A giant rock for $1.99. I think some picks are coming. Whoa, bless you. Bury your bald head into my rear and eraser head. I guess you can say whatever you want when you give us money. So sure, I'll do it. Fine. Bury your bald head into my rear end. Sure. I've done way less for more money. Or I've done way more for less money. Is what I'm going to say here. All right. Their draft has still not started. We're at 7:32. We're going to be here all fucking night. That's what's going to happen. So if you guys need to bounce, I don't hold it against you, but they're still showing commercials here and highlights of Zion on the ESPN feed. So I think they're opening the draft now.
I've got ESPN on my TV, which is ahead of you guys by a little bit.
I don't have that cable TV action. Sorry.
So I'll be the one to let you guys know when the pick has been announced.
Nice.
So
yeah, I don't need to see it live. You can just tell us.
Yep, just like NFL draft night where I kept you all in line.
Yeah, the streaming TV, it's so far behind.
Okay, we got another Snapchat. XVRVLZQZ for $5. Don't know how you pronounce that name. I do apologize. Thoughts on the mayhem of the NHL draft tomorrow between picks and trades given the salary cap? Also, you need to get EDP on.
My own son asked me if I would get EDP on. And I said one time somebody asked him in the Q&A to come on the show, and he said, "Who the fuck is the dumpster fire?" And then that was it. So I would love to get EDP on the show, but he is impossible to communicate with. I did try to message him on Twitter. Didn't work. The NHL draft we're doing a show for the NHL draft as well. I got other guests lined up. I've got Isles Girl, and I've got, I think Audie James is going to be there. Other YouTubers as well. And Dodge, you should be joining us. Tomorrow.
I'll be there with my Gagne jersey on, dude.
And then Tree will have to call in because he sucks. All right, I think Adam Silver is espousing his bullshit. I think we can hear it in the background there.
I think out of the big four commissioners, he's probably the least hated.
Yes, he doesn't get booed relentlessly.
As badly. I heard some boos.
Goodell gets booed, and then Manfred, people don't even know who he is. Like, they're like, who's this guy from the MLB office? They're like,
yeah, because he's no Bud Selig.
Right, yeah. Bud Selig was kind of turdy.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you're going to announce the pick? Is it coming?
In the draft. Pelicans. Pelicans officially on the clock.
Okay, it's going to take 5 minutes for them to announce the pick everyone fucking knows they're going to pick. Right? How excited are you, Eric? How excited?
Oh, man. About as excited as when we drafted Anthony Davis, so I don't know.
Yeah, in 5 years.
It might not end well.
Right. In how many years when you're trading Zion for draft picks, you'll be equally...
5 years from now, Zion requests a trade to the Lakers.
Right.
Oh, no.
Well, that's the thing with him. He doesn't really have any ties to anywhere, right? Like, Zion is just... I don't know. He wanted to be a Knick, though. He did want to be a Knick really bad. All right, let's read some snapper chats while we're waiting. A giant rock, $1.99. No, wait, I already read that one. The deity of war. Wow, that sounds like an imposing name. Holy shit. $2. Let's go Cavs. When did the Cavs pick? At 5. That's an interesting slot right there. What the Cavs have. Okay, so pick number 4 is the Hawks now, from LA Lakers through New Orleans.
Yep, and my guys don't pick until the 24th pick, so I gotta wait a long time for the process.
Yeah, I think, what's his name? DeAndre Hunter could be available at 5, or who else are they talking about?
Saying the Hawks traded up to take Hunter, so he probably won't be there at 5.
So then who's the other guy? Reddish? No.
At 5, I think Garland probably at 5, maybe.
People are getting higher on him.
The Cavs have Sexton at point. I don't know if they'd want to go Garland unless they're not feeling Sexton, but who knows?
And White's a point guard too, right? So
yeah, there's like a lot of point guards that are projected in the top 10, but it's weird because like the Pelicans didn't need a point guard, so who the hell do they get at 4? You know what I mean? It's like weird.
They got Lonzo Ball, man. All those problems are solved, dude. You know, him and his 43% free throw shooting.
Well, they got Drew that could run the point. I think, yeah.
I'm being facetious. Taylor Phillips, host of the Michigan Sports Truth, $1.99. Take on Tony Snell to the Pistons. I like that, right? Snell is he's a point guard, right? Or am I tripping?
No, I think he plays the 3.
All right, the pick is in.
Okay, here we go. No, be a forward.
I wonder who it's gonna be.
I wonder.
Who's it gonna be? Is the pick in yet? On the clock. Draft not started. It's started, bitches. It's started.
Oh yes, it started.
Ooh, what if the Cavs reach?
And now
for
the
Nazir
ESPN
Little?
guy is crowd surfing in the French Quarter.
Yeah,
because
I see
of
that.
course.
Where is the draft
I
being
ain't never
held?
seen a city this excited over basketball.
Yeah, well,
crazy.
that should have happened for the Knicks, but they didn't. Their ping pong balls didn't bounce correctly. You know?
Correct.
They're milking this entire
Crazy.
pick.
We were projected like the 8th pick, and we got the 8th pick plus the 1st pick plus 17th pick
You got
plus
a lot
all
of
the other
picks.
players.
Yeah, the draft is in Brooklyn.
I like this next Snapchat. Oh, okay. Wow, you're really far ahead of me. Like, I'm just now seeing this guy's crowd surf.
Me too.
Yep,
My
he's crowd
surf
surfing.
just finished.
You're from the future. I'm going to read this next one while we're waiting. Eli Arbiza for $2. 5 points. Do you miss Shea Stadium? It was sweet. I liked Shea Stadium, but you could end up sitting in the way upper deck, and it felt like you were a mile away. And then the other thing is there were giant rats. There was a big rat in the stadium. Like, literally rats the size of small dogs lived in the stadium because it was Queens, which is, you know,
It's Queens.
yeah, it was in a shitty part
That's
of
all
town.
That's all you gotta say. It's
Right.
Queens.
Right. Yeah, there were giant rats that could eat you. I never saw them, but the place kind of smelled funny, like, and it was kind of an impersonal Shea Stadium. I've been to Citi Field too. I like Citi Field, but there was something a little magical about the Mets getting all coked up and playing baseball. I like.
Yeah,
that.
I similarly miss the vet a little bit. I only got to go there once for a Phillies game, but I miss it a little bit.
My dad used to take we lived in Northern Virginia, so it'd take about 2.5 hours to get to the vet. I've saw many a game at the vet, the old vet, and many a Phillies fan get drunk as fuck and yell at parents for some reason.
Then get thrown in the jail cell in the basement of the stadium.
Yes, it should happen all the time.
Bork, I hear a doggo.
All right, Casey Hughes.
Yeah, that's mine. Hold on.
Oh, it's fine, man. This is like a conference call, you know, at work. Did they take him or not?
They've got a camera on the stage. Harold Kaufman for $5. In the clip where Zion blocks a three-pointer, it looks like he is Naruto running. Oh, God. And here he comes.
Here comes Naruto.
The pick is in.
The pick is in.
All right.
2019 NBA Draft. The New Orleans Pelicans select Zion Williamson, there you go.
Oh my God, I'm shocked by that.
Shock and surprise.
I did not see that coming. Eric,
it is.
Are you giving like a little fist pump? Like, yes.
No, I'm just taking it in.
Yeah.
I feel like the fist pump happened at the lottery because you already knew.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, when we won the lottery, I was running around my apartment screaming. Like,
Right.
this is just like I know what's happening here. So
I like this next one, Dodge. Do you see him coming in? Or did you? Yeah.
What a turn of events.
2 Snapchats came in, Dodge. Did you see him?
I read Harold Kaufman's already.
Okay, no, there's Nick's third nipple, which is a great name, by the way. Got the triple nip.
Nick's third nipple. I didn't see see that one. Oh my chat's behind. Okay. And there was another one I missed, but let's get caught up. Nick's third nipple for $2. Trade Pelicans. The first overall for Anthony Davis. Yes.
In a twist no one saw, Zion back to the Lakers for Anthony Davis.
All right, Carl Singleton for $2. Favorite NASCAR driver now in all times.
Ooh, wow.
5 points.
I liked Rusty Wallace as my favorite all time until I found out that he was a fucking asshole, and then kind of changed that. I also like Tony Stewart until he killed a kid. That was
that was
fucked up.
I never liked Tony Stewart.
I just like because he would just cut anybody off to win. Like, I just kind of dig that. Like, I hate that in team sports, but in individual, it's like, fuck it, you're out there to win. Just fucking cut other people's throats. I don't know. I guess I like Truex now. I don't know. He's kind of nondescript and very. He just wins a lot. But all time, I gotta say the Intimidator. I liked Earnhardt a lot. I was very devastated. I actually was watching that 500 when he died, and it was bad because
Earnhardt was my dad's driver.
Yeah, the Intimidator, man, that was terrible because you saw that bad wreck and you were like, oh, he's got to be okay. And then they came back from commercial break and they're like, NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt is dead. And you were like, what? Yep.
Yeah, my favorite driver for the longest time was Sterling Marlin.
So Carl Singleton sent that Snapchat twice. Oh, I like Sterling. I like Morgan Shepherd a lot too. I gotta say that he was my favorite back in the day.
And Sterling Marlin and Ernie Irving were my drivers.
Swervin' Irvin. He lost
Swervin'
an eye
Irvin.
and then started driving around like this. You're like, all right,
Casey Hughesby for $2. Let's go Hawks.
All right, let's go Hawks. Somebody's really sweating the Hawks.
Memphis on the clock with
This is really interesting.
Minutes to go.
I'm very interested in this pick. What if they take RJ Barrett? You know, I don't think they will, but they're gonna take John Morant. They are. But who knows? The Squid for $5. Thank you, Squid. Instead of covering the draft, can we get an hour Gloria playing over Brad Marchand's sour face or sad face? You can go on YouTube and do that. I'm sure someone's created that video. And UMG is very happy to make
Pick is
that.
in.
Oh, here we go.
Here it comes.
Just awaiting the commish.
I feel like they have to pick John Moran. I mean, they got rid of Conley. They need a point guard.
Yep. What's her name? The Candace girl is interviewing Zion on my screen in her yellow dress, which very much shows off many of her features. Let's see here. With tennis shoes on. Classic.
She's got the Yeezys on, too.
Harold Kaufman for $2. Are you going to stream the entire first round?
No, we're not going to do that. I think I'll probably last until about 9, maybe tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Depends on how interesting it is. If you guys if you guys start falling asleep from having to listen to me for an hour and a half, we might have to cut it. But I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun?
Yeah, I do this every year. This is like routine for me is to watch the NBA draft.
Nice.
And here comes the commissioner to the stage to announce the pick.
Can we get the volume down a little bit in the background?
Yep.
Just
way ahead of you.
Okay. No problem.
Memphis Grizzlies select Ja Morant. There you go.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
That means Barrett is coming to the Knicks, baby. All right.
Wait. Why do you like RJ Barrett so much?
I just think he's a complete player. Like he's got size. He's gonna play defense. He's gonna play offense. He's gonna be a solid pro. And Morant, I love his scoring, but his defense was very suspect. Now he could be one of those guys that just works his ass off and develops into a defensive player, but he's also 6'3". Like how
I'm gonna tell you right now, him being on the Grizzlies, I can guarantee you that his defense is gonna improve.
Yeah,
that's how they develop their guys.
That's true. But I just like Barrett. I think he's just ready to go. I think he might even be more ready to go than Zion. Like Zion has some molding to do.
Ooh,
and,
really?
Yeah, I think so. I think Barrett is just a plug and play pro. Like he's gonna start every game next year. That's my take on it. I could be just spitting.
I mean, on the Knicks, he wouldn't really have any choice, though, would he?
True, but he's. I mean, they traded away Kristaps Porzingis for.
Wait, how were you feeling about Knox last year? Kevin Knox.
All year, I just cried at how bad the Knicks were
because they thought he was going to be a defensive beast coming out of the draft.
Yeah. Can we not bring up old shit? This is the NBA draft.
Why you got to bring up old shit?
Relevant.
Why are you bringing up old shit? Okay, this is 2019 on June 20th. I've been so traumatized by what the Knicks have done to me over the last, I don't know, my entire life. Like you guys are young.
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, there's no other person they could possibly pick other than RJ Barrett at this point. So
okay, I mean, this is funny. This is funny on the ticker. Bobby Marks' team needs everything.
Pretty much.
It's true.
Pretty much. Let's see here. The squid. All right. No, we read that one. King 676. King HT, which is Knight 676, but misspelled. Yeah, he's in my city rooting against the Cubbies.
I got that one. That was the first one I got. So.
Okay, so are we all caught up? Did you do?
I think did I miss anybody?
No, you did. Now do the right thing, Raptors. Let Kawhi walk, right?
I did that one.
Yep. I think we're all caught up.
Yep. And now I'll catch the next one. Tucker White 94 for $2. Let's see if Scott Perry is smarter than Gettleman.
This is the first time on earth that we have ever caught up on Snapchats, and also the Knicks are going to take RJ Barrett. Like it's so serendipitous right now. I'm on a natural high.
Watch 5 years from now, RJ Barrett doesn't pan out, but the Hawks draft DeAndre Hunter and he turns into a superstar.
Dude, why are you bringing up future shit?
I'm just saying it would be the most Knicks thing to happen if 5 years from now we're saying that.
Now I have something special for y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna bring this out here. Now I won't go sleeveless on this because I don't want to embarrass myself with my noodle arms. But even though I've been working out and stuff, I still look like shit. But here, I got the John Starks jersey on.
Oh
right
boy!
Here. Look at this right here.
And you sit down just as Nick's third nipple for $2. Right, Nick's head coach is racist versus Euros, so no Gogan.
He's David Fizdale's a racist? How? How could he be racist against Euros?
Damn, the Hawks have the 8th and the 10th.
The Hawks have a lot of picks, man.
The Hornets have the 12th. How much you want to bet they pick some tall white guy that can shoot?
That's what you need to win a championship. Tall white guys that can shoot.
Dude, the Hornets seem to love those players.
All right, the pick is in. Now we just got to wait for the commish.
It worked with Luka Doncic. All right, here we go. New York. RJ.
This is the most emotional I've seen players in their interviews in a while at the draft.
Yeah, this is the most grateful group ever. The first one. The first time ever that a group has been actually grateful. I don't know who was number 1 overall last year. It was hold on.
Obviously not great if we don't remember who it is.
Who went number 1 last year? Shit.
I really can't remember last year's draft at all. For some, it's just like I'm blanking
There's
out.
somebody is actually at the Barclays Center holding up a sign that's with the
Markelle
Knicks
Fultz.
logo that says, "Please don't screw
Yeah, it
this
was
up."
Fultz.
No, it was DeAndre
That's what-
Ayton.
Oh, that was the year
Ayton.
before.
No.
All right, here comes the commish.
No, it was DeAndre Ayton. He went number 1.
2019 NBA draft.
And Marvin Bagley.
New York
the
Knicks
third.
select RJ Barrett. Going to the
Yeah.
Knicks.
RJ Barrett, baby. The new small forward / shooting guard / swingman / pro. My worst nightmare is if somehow the Pels had traded for the 2, but I think that was just all false information, you know.
That would be really hard to do considering they couldn't trade any of the players they had gotten in the recent trade.
Yeah.
It would have had to have been all picks.
Yeah. But then,
Like
but
David Griffin leaked a lot of shit to try to boost the value on the other stuff. Like he was saying they wanted to stretch 4 for the number 4 pick, and then the Hawks threw in more stuff.
Mhm.
Sometimes I think he just puts that out there just to see if he can get more out of the teams that he's trying to deal with.
Now is where things get interesting, though, right? Now, really, nobody knows.
Wide open.
No, we kind
Right.
of got to wait till 5. I'm
five.
pretty sure
Yeah,
Hunter's going to the Hawks.
To the LA LeBrons are on the clock next.
Or no, well, mine says that it's the Hawks.
Yeah, they got that wrong. It's the Hawks.
They got that wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Hawks.
If you're on the CBS one, I don't think they've updated it. So LA.
I'm on ESPN.
Yeah, ESPN has it wrong. I'm looking at that too.
So behind me, you see that? Look. Here's what ESPN
Yeah, I see that.
has. They have the Hawks on. Is that correct? That they are the 4th
Yeah, it's
pick?
the Hawks next
fucking
because the
confused.
Pelicans traded AD to Los Angeles. Los Angeles gave the Pelicans the 4th pick, and then the Pelicans traded the 4th pick to the Hawks.
Unless it's still saying that the Lakers are on the clock on TV, unless they're going to correct this. Unless they traded and nobody found out.
They traded
That
it back
too.
to the Lakers for
That would be
some
weird.
peanuts.
Either that or the graphics guy got to get fired.
Casey
One of
Hughes, $3. See, I beat you to it, Dodger, huh?
Yeah,
We're gonna have
that's
a
fine
contest.
with me.
See who's faster, huh? $3. DeAndre Ayton was 1 last year. Yes.
The more you know.
Chauncey Billups player comparison. He's comparing R.J. Barrett to Jalen Rose. Is that fair? I think R.J. is going to be better than Jalen. I don't know.
I feel like Chauncey Billups, if you've paid attention to his draft comparisons, he tends to try to be as realistic as possible. He doesn't jump the gun. He won't be like, oh yeah, Zion Williamson is like LeBron. He won't do that.
Yeah, I don't think Zion's like LeBron though. I think he's like I've never seen a player like Zion, honestly, with that type.
He's like a young Charles Barkley.
Well, the pick is in.
But he seems so much more skilled than Barkley, you know? He just
Dude, Barkley was pretty damn good.
He was, but he well, I guess that in that era, he was good at putting his gluteus on players and pushing them out of the way. Zion is I've never seen anyone built like him with that much skill. It's just he is a compelling, interesting player. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun basketball to watch for you, Eric, for sure.
I think I know why the Lakers. I think I know why they're showing that graphic up there, and it's because they're still calling it a proposed trade, even though it's official. It's gonna happen.
So they have to move it after the pick, basically. But it does.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so it's not official. So Harold Kaufman just says, reason it says Lakers for $5 because no trade is official until July.
Until
6th.
July 6th. Yep.
There you go.
That sounds dumber than.
Wait, are they gonna
playing
give DeAndre Hunter a Lakers hat then instead of a Hawks hat?
Yeah, they have to.
That'll be funny.
It's gonna be like
that's-
Eli Manning with the Chargers jersey, like, I'm never going to play it down for you fucks. I'm going to let Phillip Rivers and his non-condom wearing self go ahead and...
Oh my God, they're getting emotional again, dude. I love this draft class.
Yeah, they're feeling it, man.
The
I
first
like
three
it.
picks cried, Ja didn't really cry, but you could hear it in his voice.
I'll let you have this next one, Five.
Okay.
This next Snapchat.
Connor Thompson for $2. A hater of Phillies. Let's go Mets. Beat the Phillies. The Mets just got rid of their entire coaching staff, which really kind of pisses me off. Because Mickey Callaway is the problem. It was not the assistant coaches. So they brought a new pitching coach, and I think they brought a new hitting coach. And I think DeGrom's last outing, he just walked by. He did the Tom Coughlin when Wellington Mara or John Mara fired him, like he did the just walk on by. That's what DeGrom did to Mickey Callaway last outing. So I'm over Mickey. I thought they should have never got rid of Terry Collins. But then again, I love Bobby Valentine as the Mets manager, wearing disguises on the bench.
Also, just a heads up, that pick for Phoenix after Cleveland, that's actually Minnesota.
Huh. Which one? Oh, yeah. So ESPN on their website has it right, even despite the trades. But I am really excited to see this pick. So ESPN has Darius Garland as the best available, but they say best fit as DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah. Dude, the Suns are dumb as hell. They traded that pick for Dario Saric.
Not good.
And I think they traded down to 11, but still, that's so stupid. Why trade down to 11 for Dario Saric?
I don't get what the Suns have done at all.
It's so stupid.
They're caught in permanent tank. I don't know what they're doing. It's the NBA. Anyone can win. They
hit on DeAndre Ayton. He played really well last year, and he's only going to improve, I'm pretty sure. But Jesus Christ, they got to stop making these dumb moves.
Yeah. They need to. I think they need to square away their owner, right? Sarver and it's all fucked up. But
whatever they're doing, it's wrong. That's all I know.
You don't remember back in the day when Dan Marley, Thunder Dan, and Charles Barkley were throwing shit down in Phoenix? Oh, you kids don't remember that. You were
I remember the Stoudemire Nash days.
Yeah. Stevie Nash, he was a beast, man. He played zero defense.
And Sean Marion, that was their defensive anchor there.
I got on a plane headed out to Vegas 2 years ago, and Sean Marion was on the plane, and he said what's up to me like he knew me, and I think
really?
that he thought that I was Joe Coy.
Did you tell him that he has the most feared jump shot to anybody who plays NBA
2K? I walked past him. He was in first class. I was definitely in the last seat in coach. Sam S. Sagawa, remember Tom Chambers? Yes. That was a beast from back in the day. I love this one from XRVRVL. I'm going to say, let me try to pronounce this. This is Croatian, right? Velasquez. No, it's Mexican. Who knew? 11 days until Bobby Bonilla Day. Yes. The greatest day in sports. Bonilla Day.
It's Christmas for the tree community. It's their Christmas.
Yes. It's Christmas for me, too. I don't do an annual Bobby Bonilla Day video because then I would be copying off of Tree. But it is amazing how that works.
All right, here comes the commish.
Here it comes.
2019 NBA Draft. The Los Angeles LeBron select DeAndre Hunter.
Oh, shocker. All right, now it's where we open up. With what Cleveland is going to do. Interesting. Wow. So this is the breakdown of the trade. The Hawks got the first round pick, 4th overall, a 2019 second round pick, and then now it's gone. That's all that I saw. I didn't see what LA got from that ship. Maybe a hand job at a bus station. All right. Oh, here we go. Look at these tuxedos. I'm liking this guy's outfit.
I'm liking all of these outfits.
Oh yeah. Could you? I don't think I'll ever look that good, ever. But I could never pull off any of these tuxedos these guys wear. Maybe the Kyler Murray pink tuxedo I could do, but I'm not sure if I could do a black on black tie like that. That's pretty fresh. Pretty fresh. Hey, there's
the
Tony
Cleveland
Bennett.
tire fire on the clock.
All right.
Oh no, they gave him a Lakers hat.
They did. They're gonna give him the Lakers hat, even though he'll never play. So you guys are saying in the chat about Taco Fall. I think that he is gonna be a steal, at least a defensive. He could be like a. He could be just like a defensive beast. He went toe to toe with Zion in that tournament game and proved that he could play NBA level defense. I think Taco Bell is the steal.
The Warriors just need to draft him. I remember when I was at the University of Houston, I went to a basketball game and they were playing against UCF, and Jesus Christ, that dude he's a goddamn tower, dude.
Yeah, he's huge. His offense just isn't there yet, but I mean, he's 7'6". Like, who really matches up in the NBA? Like, how many 7+ footers are at least going to score on that guy? You know, I don't see it.
I just know wherever he goes, I wish him the best of luck because I love my UCF.
Yeah, well, national champions 10 years in a row.
I wouldn't go that far.
Mm-hmm.
Just
UCF,
the 1 year.
Players from UCF just walk into Taco Bell and just like grab your food from you and just be like, yeah, that's right, national champions. That's mine, bitch. Okay.
If Mackenzie Milton wants my taco that badly, he can have it.
So Cleveland here, interesting. So Culver is available at 6'7", 195 pounds from Texas Tech. But Garland is also available. So
I think they're going to take Garland, honestly. He's just too good to pass up.
I'm feeling a reach right here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm feeling a reach.
You're feeling a New York Giants level reach at 5? Like, what do you think?
I'm feeling a reach.
Like a
I'm
Euro?
thinking they're either going to say, like, just balls to the wall, pick Najee Little, or Cam Reddish. I think it's going to be a reach.
Yeah, 5 points. Who will be the Daniel Jones? I think whoever takes Taco Fall too early will be the Daniel Jones. Even though I like him, I think taking him earlier than 20 is a reach. But I'm contradicting myself like Skip Bayless right now. But I think you can't go before 20 on Taco. But who knows? I think the next couple could all be reaches.
I think they're gonna pick Cam Reddish, dude. I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
You're feeling Cleveland doing a very Cleveland thing, is what you're feeling.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Gotta take Garland, man. Don't overthink it.
I'm in the Garland camp too, for sure. For sure.
I don't know. Like, I feel like because they have Sexton, they won't go point guard.
ESPN has DeAndre Hunter as the best fit for
Beast of Metal 1989. LeBron's gonna trade you. LeBron's gonna
that's
trade
the best
you.
crowd chirp I've ever heard. All right, I think the time has expired no, wait.
No, they've got a minute and a half left.
Oh, okay. Jeez, this draft tracker over here is not working. All right. How about you guys talk amongst yourselves? I'm going to go get a drink real quick, and I'll be right back before this, and you guys let me know who the pick is. It'll take me a minute.
You got it.
All right. Watch me just disappear, everyone.
I'm trying to think that if the Cavs pick Garland, I don't think it's a bad pick. Like, I just don't understand how that would work with the Cavs. I just don't. Because Sexton can't shoot. You don't really want to put him at the 2. They just drafted him.
Well, pick is officially in, and the pick officially came in just as I saw Five yeet off his chair. That was beautiful timing there. Donovan Gibbs goes to get a drink and comes back with 240s and a blunt. All I gotta say is puff, puff, pass, dude.
Oh God, they might actually pick Garland.
Uh-oh.
They might as well just try to trade Sexton if they do that.
Has a pick been made yet?
The pick is officially in. No sign of the commish yet, but the pick is in.
All right.
Oh, here he comes. Just as soon as I said that, here he is.
Here he comes. He's the commissioner.
Team NBA draft. Cleveland Cavaliers select Garland.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they did it.
Good call, Eric.
They got
Good
it.
call.
They gotta trade Sexton. They have
I just
to.
couldn't see him passing up on it.
So Sexton's probably gone. They don't need 2 point guards to start.
No, and they just drafted him.
Aiden, C97 for $5. Doing this now before I'm gone to an event, but I'm attending day 2 of the NHL draft on Saturday. I'll be here tomorrow for day 1 of the draft.
Dude, have fun.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be
fun.
out in Vegas. A lot of people are out in Vegas, man. I'm very impressed by all the people out there that went. I should have got like this other guy that's part of our group. He's Cole freaking Tactics. He went out to the NHL gaming championships, and then he went to the awards last night and shit. Like, it seems like a really fun weekend.
Well, the draft isn't in Vegas, though.
Oh, where is the draft then?
Draft's in Vancouver.
Oh, why? Why the fuck would you do anything in Vancouver? Like, even the NBA was like, fuck Vancouver. Like, we don't need this shit. Uh-huh. Now, the Pelicans came from Charlotte, right?
Yeah, they were the Charlotte Bobcats.
Mm.
No. They were the Hornets. They moved to New Orleans. They were the New Orleans Hornets. Then they were the Pelicans, and then the Charlotte Hornets returned.
Yes.
I got my thing mixed up.
Yes. The Charlotte
Got my
Hornets,
history all upside down.
The Hornets came back as the Bobcats.
And then they were the Hornets once again.
Yes.
And thus there was balanced. All right, Suns on the clock.
The Suns. How bad did the Suns mess this up? What are you guys thinking here?
Well, no, this is Minnesota.
Oh,
Like, it's the trade.
that's right. It's from
not-
Phoenix.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You said that. So who do you think they take here? This is where it gets interesting, right?
I don't know. Minnesota would have. You know what? They needed Garland. If Minnesota would have been able to get Garland, that would have been a way better fit, I think. But now, I don't know what the hell they do.
So Culver is available. Jackson Hayes is
They
available.
can maybe just go for the point guard from North Carolina. I forget his name.
Wonder what the Suns are trying to do, because they moved back and then they got off of that big contract with T.J. Warren. I don't know if this is even in the realm of possibility, but I heard somebody say they might try to like take that money and go after Kyrie because he's having second thoughts on Brooklyn, but I don't know. They unloaded a lot of money with that trade.
I think Minnesota's either going to go Colby White or Culver. I think that's one of the two probably.
White's definitely going to go in one of these next couple picks. Wait, this is technically Minnesota's pick right here, right?
Yeah. So whoever gets picked.
I think they're going to go White.
Yeah, whoever gets picked here gets to enjoy the freezing cold weather of Minnesota.
True.
Imagine you work your whole life. You're 7 feet, 6'5" and above, and you have all these skills, and then you get drafted to go play in Minnesota. And you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I would take it if who is it that posted the article that said, "Oh yeah, they should let players pick where they want to play." I'm like, "Oh no."
No, because then
You'd have
Nobody else
Yeah.
would win but the Warriors ever.
right.
Yeah. What rookie wouldn't want to go to the Warriors?
Right. Oh, hey, you guys got money? I can join a ready-made championship team. It would be like the Premier League or these other leagues where they just pick where the two teams just dominate the whole shit, and if you're in the bottom tier, you have like no chance.
And small market teams, they would get no one. Like, let's
Yeah.
be real.
I'm a capitalist, but I believe in the socialistic system of the NBA. I'm like, yeah, okay, socialism works if it's in professional basketball or sports. All right, they're still on the clock here. I'm just really compelled by what Minnesota wants to do with their what's their thing. Who's the coach now in Minnesota? Minnesota.
I'm thinking they would go guard because
T-Wolves.
who do they even have at guard right now? Tyrus Young?
They're not deep. So Ryan Saunders is the coach now, and then let's look at their roster.
I mean, Tyrus Jones, not Young. My bad.
Let's look at their roster right now.
Are they gonna pull a Vikings and run the clock out?
Yeah, and just forget to get their
Jeff.
pick in.
Just as soon as I say that, pick is in.
All right, Mitch Creek. Wow. Yeah, Tyus Jones is a guard. He's only 6'2". He came out of Duke.
Yeah.
Josh Okogie is another guard. Jeff Teague. Oh boy, is that George Teague's kid? Jared Terrell and C.J. Williams. Two-way affiliate player. Yeah, these are like G League players. Tyus Jones is the only. They have Luol Deng in the front court, which is a bust of all time. Robert Covington and Keita Bates Diop. Did I say that right? And Mitch Creek from Australia. Yeah, they don't.
I think it's gonna be Colby White.
Dario Saric. Saric is still there. That's who Phoenix traded, right?
Yeah, so now Sarge is on Phoenix.
Gosh, this Karl Anthony Towns. Would you call him a bust?
No,
I don't think he's
absolutely
a
not.
bust.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Do you think he's met expectations though?
I think he's gone above expectations. The dude's a beast.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'm just trolling. Andrew Wiggins. What do you think about him?
He definitely didn't meet expectations.
Yeah.
Who, Cat?
I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't. No, I'm talking about Wiggins.
Oh yeah. Oh my
I wouldn't
God,
call him
Wiggins is like below expectations.
I don't think I would-
That dude is like.
I don't know if I'd call him a bust, but he definitely didn't reach his expectations. But I don't think he's like useless.
Yeah, he's not useless. He plays like he's useless. I swear to God, if you had to like rate somebody on how much they're actually trying when they're playing, he's like dead last.
Well,
He's
him and
lucky-
Andre Drummond, I would think, are
He's
the
just
lowest.
he's
Here
lucky
comes
he's
the commish.
talented.
All right. So,
Wiggins is lucky he's talented. Let's put it that way.
I can't stand that though when players give low effort out on the court, and maybe it's because
Phoenix Suns select Culver.
that was a smart
Okay.
pick.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought that was a decent pick.
It was either him or White.
Right. So that puts the Bulls on the clock, but that was smart. So he's going to be a forward to join this roster here. And who does that kick out? You know, because you got Anthony Tolliver, who's old. Saric.
Well, I think Culver is probably going to play the 2, right?
He
So,
could.
and I don't think Minnesota has anyone there.
Yeah, they got him at shooting guard. Yeah, you're correct. So they not only got the best player available, they got the best fit. So that was not a bad pick for them. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have to
Who's
beat
got to
up.
take White now?
So who do you think the Bulls take, Eric?
Got to take White.
Yeah.
I think they got to take White, and then we're at 8, but I don't know what that leaves us with Reddish. I just don't feel like we're gonna take Reddish though. I really don't. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I just don't think.
Bowl. I'm telling you what.
Bowl.
I haven't heard Bull like tied to us at all. Like I've heard a couple other names, at that spot. I haven't heard anything about Bol, like no rumors or anything that we were even looking at him. So I don't know.
I believe he's the best center available, and the Pelicans are super, super small right now.
What's the guy's name from France? Is it France?
Sekou?
Sekou Doyo.
Yeah,
No,
I've
he's
heard.
from Guinea.
I heard he's a possibility.
Yeah, he has a hard name to pronounce.
He's only 6'9".
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the Pelicans are so small.
I just don't think they're gonna go Bol. I'm only saying that because I've heard literally not like.
Right.
I follow a lot of people that seem to be pretty in the know about like what we're gonna do, and that's one name I just haven't heard tied to us at all. So that's the only reason I'm saying I don't think it. But I mean, anything's possible.
Do you think that would be a reach right there if they took?
I think if anybody picks Bol in the top 10, it's a reach. I personally don't think it's gonna pan out. I could be wrong. I just don't think it's gonna pan out.
I was listening to some analysts talk about Bol, and I forget who said the quote, but it's "You are who you can guard in the NBA," and most NBA scouts are saying that Bol probably can't guard many people. So just given his size, his frailty,
I don't want to, It's like you don't want to spend that high of a pick on a guy that you have pretty much know in a lot of key situations. Like you're gonna have to like take him off the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like in today's NBA, that's a big deal. Like there's guys making a lot of money that they can't even be on the floor to close games because of their limitations. So
all I know is the Pelicans need to get somebody with some height on their team. It could be some veteran. They need to do something because right now they don't even have a center. They're going to be playing Julius Randle at center at this rate.
I don't think he's coming back. I think he opted out. Really? He's going to make a lot more money.
Dude, if they don't get him, they might be worse off than what they should be.
I don't even want Randle back, to be honest. Like his numbers look amazing, but it's like I like Randle like as a person and all that, but on the floor, like he's so bad defensively, and then even on offense, a lot of times if he doesn't have the ball, he like gets in people's way. Like his numbers are ridiculous. Like he had a career year in points and all that, but his like if you actually watch the games, you see like all the bad that he does too. Like his plus minus at one point last year for the year was like -16. We were so much worse when he was on the court, despite how much he was scoring.
He sounds like an analytical black hole, is what he sounds like.
I think he needs to be in the right place, and I think our situation last year definitely wasn't. Maybe this year it would be better, but last year it was just everything was such a mess. So I can't completely hold it against him, but he is really bad on defense.
Yeah,
at least he was for us.
System is important, but I don't know. At some point, it's up to the player to adapt.
I think out of like the top like 50-ish players, I think once you get outside the top 50, maybe 50 to 70 players, everything's just about role. Like those top 50 guys, you could pretty much put most of them anywhere and they're going to be of value. But outside of that, it's all about the role and like what you're asked to do in the system that you're in. Because we see some people just terrible on some teams, and then they just go to a team that's just a little bit better run. They're not asked to do as much. They put them in the right role, and then they just become so valuable to the team.
It's also the personnel on
like
the
look
floor.
at Rodney Hood in Cleveland.
Right.
True.
Like Rodney Hood in Cleveland, and look what he did in this postseason. He was so valuable. Like all that really matters, I think, once you get outside of the top guys. Like it's just about where you are and what you're asked to do, and having the right coach to put you in the right situations.
Absolutely, and the personnel that's on the floor that can create for you, and you fitting into that and adapting to your teammates, etc. Thoughtful analysis right there from Eric.
Yeah.
There. Listen to
kudos
that.
there. That's awesome.
You're making this stream sound credible. I'm just fucking calling Carl Anthony Towns a bust and saying stupid shit.
I'm a nerd when it comes to some of this stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
Beast Metal 1989 for $5. Good on the Nickwits for not screwing up, unlike the Nats or NASCAR in the case of Souter versus Hill in the truck race this past weekend. I saw that. So the winner of the race, I forget who it was, got DQ'd.
Here's the
here's
the pick.
Kentucky Derby style, and then it was held up. So they affirmed it, and it's the first DQ since 1960, I think.
Wow. Well, Kobe White going to the Bulls.
Wow. So Reddit, that means Reddish is still available. Kobe
White. Yeah, they
White.
definitely didn't need to pick Reddish.
Kobe White.
Wouldn't be mad at Reddish at all, but I just have a weird feeling it's not gonna be him.
Well, the Bulls definitely
We'll
didn't need him because they got Otto Porter Jr. and Zach LaVine. They just definitely didn't need Reddish.
I think at this spot, it just depends. Like, if you're David Griffin, do you take if there's a guy there that you really like? If there's a guy that you think is your guy, then you take him. If not, then you just take Reddish and you might flip him later.
Hey, I'm gonna be
But if there's a
honest with the Pelicans right here. Since they're lacking in size, and they probably, I mean, I'm saying Bol, but if it's not gonna be Bol, screw it, get Rui Hachimura.
There was another guy a lot of people keep talking about that's saying there's a good chance. I forgot who he is though. His name starts with a G.
So Jackson Hayes is one that that ESPN is listing right here at center. He's a 7-footer at 219. But who knows? Like Cam Reddish, he's from Duke. He's one of Zion's teammates. He could be someone that they talked about, and he might have put it. Zion might have put it in a good word for him. Who knows? But he might already have that chemistry. But if they're going size, go ahead.
They said they would love if we draft. Zion said they would love it if we drafted Cam. They just asked him.
Oh well,
so
he's going to take up for his guy. He
got his endorsement.
Right.
It's just I feel like that's an audit. Like he'd come off the bench 100% because I don't think they'd start Cam Reddish over Drew or Alonzo or Brandon Ingram, and then you have Zion. You have so many goddamn forwards on the Pelicans right now and guards,
which is crazy because for years we couldn't get a small forward to save our life. I don't think we've had a good small forward since like Peja Stojakovic, and that was like when we were still the Hornets.
Oh yeah,
we first moved. Like
Peja.
Our small forwards have just been ridiculous, man. They've been bad.
Good old Peja.
So I don't think Kobe White's gonna start on the Bulls either. I think he's gonna be a developmental player for the Bulls.
Are they looking to hold on to Chris Dunn? Because I remember hearing they were talking about maybe trading him, but
if they get rid of him, dude, and have Kobe White run their offense, they might get. I think their best bet is to let this dude stay on the bench for a year or two and let him develop because he's not really developed yet at all.
Kobe White. Oh, I like this. Mr. L has comparisons to Gilbert Arenas. So he's going to bring a gun into the locker room? Is that what it is? A loaded gun and threaten one of his teammates with it? Good old Gilbert Arenas. Let's go through these picks. Let's recap these picks before this Pelicans. Obviously Zion Williams went number 1. That was how would you rate that guy? That's an A, right? I mean,
yeah, A+.
Ja Morant at number 2 to
A+.
A+, yeah. That was basically 1A. And then RJ Barrett for the Knicks, I'm going to say that's an A+. I mean, that's exactly what you wanted. Right. There.
Yeah, I'd give that an A+ too, solely because like it would who else do you pick?
Right.
You know?
You're not going to take DeAndre.
That was the right pick.
Yeah. So the Hawks got DeAndre.
Just one of them
Go ahead.
I'd say it's just one of them situations where you don't overthink it. Like he's the best potential on the board. You take him.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm slurping on RJ Barrett. I just like his game. I think he's going to be just a good, solid pro, someone that they can build the team around now. They've got more picks from the Porzingis deal, and they're going to be all right. I think the Knicks are going to be all right in 10 years, maybe 15. DeAndre Hunter went number 4 to the Hawks. How are you going to rate that one?
I'll give it an A just because it's one of those things where it's like, who else do you pick? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they got the guy they wanted. They moved up to make sure. Like, they probably could have there's a chance they could have still got him at 8, but I'm not mad at a team moving up a few picks if they think that that's their guy and they need to get him. And he's definitely one of the top 5 people in the draft. So,
and he's a good fit. He could stretch the floor.
So
with Trae Young, it takes a little bit of weight off of other people.
He's going to play defense too, and that's the important thing. And if you want to win in this league, you got to create turnovers. You've got to create them. And I like the pick. Garland at 5 to the Cavs.
All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm giving that a B-.
Well, yeah,
He
because you
was a
already had a
good
point
pick.
guard, right?
He's a good pick. I'm not saying it because it's him. I'm saying it because I don't think it's gonna work out with that situation in Cleveland.
Well, yeah. I mean, Cleveland has if LeBron's not in Cleveland, it's a clusterfuck. That's what it is. Hold on, I got to read a couple Snapchats in here before we grade the rest. Champ Gold for $5. Do you see Kawhi and/or Kyrie going to LA, but instead for the Cloppers? Wow, that's interesting. I see Kawhi going back to Toronto for some dumbass reason. Like, I think Toronto gambled, they won, and I think it's very easy. It might not happen, but they've got the best. It's kind of like being married to a woman you're already separated to, I guess. You know, like I guess that's a terrible analogy, but you're already married to her, you know? Like it's possible to fix it. That's what I'm going to say. Where do you guys see Kawhi going?
I see him staying, honestly.
They're saying
Yep, I think he should stay.
they're saying we're about to take Hayes. That's random.
What's that?
They're saying we're about to take Jackson Hayes
Wow.
at 8. That's
Well, maybe they're thinking like
I
Caleb.
trust David Griffin. So
Right. Maybe they're thinking like
What was
Caleb
that?
with the height, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a reach, but dude, they are so goddamn small.
Now, what kind of basketball do they play? Is the system that the Pelicans run? Is it up pace? Is it up tempo? Is it down up and down the floor?
I don't think they have anything right now because they got a brand new ass team. To be honest,
Right. Well, I mean,
I don't even
Jackson
think they
Hayes
know
played.
yet.
Well, he played with Shaka Smart, so you know he can run up and down the court,
This
and that might be the
is
fit.
what Woj just said. He said David Griffin imagines the most athletic front court in the NBA with Zion and Jackson Hayes together.
Oh, they're gonna be
Wow.
fast paced. Dude, the Pelicans are gonna be super fast paced now, but
Well, yeah, as long as Zion doesn't blow any shoes out, like.
All
it
right,
should be
here's the
fine.
pick.
Okay, here it is, and then we'll read
Good
these
draft.
Snapchats. Here it is. Come on, Eric. What's?
Jackson Hayes.
Wow.
there it is.
Could this
Height.
be the first reach of the draft?
Oh, it
Yeah, I
absolutely
guess you have to classify it as that just based on who's still on the board.
Wasn't Jackson Hayes rated lower than Bol Bol?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to pre-draft ratings. I don't like that shit. I don't like pontificators, but that's what I'm doing right now. Wow, that's an interesting pick. But maybe they just wanted him because he plays that sort of athletic, up-tempo, raw game, and he gives them an opportunity to mold him into the player that they want. Who knows?
Is the-
Run.
Is the dad?
That's what they wanted.
Is Jackson Hayes wearing a pendant shaped like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow. He does kind of look like Sideshow Bob with that hair. Voiced by Kelsey Grammer, by the way.
He's stealing that from Robin Lopez.
Yeah. Interesting. Wow. So there you have it. Wow. So the Pelicans are definitely winning the draft. I would say, if you ask me. Even if that pick is what you classify as a reach, the Pelicans are still very much.
Look, they fit a need. They got size. Do I think it's gonna work out? Maybe not.
I just want to see what the Wizards do here. Like I think a lot you will find out what the Wizards' plan is in the offseason with this pick. You know, are they going to ship Beal for somebody? Are they, you know, because John Wall's contract is just sucking the fucking living life out of the Wizards. And I think they just need to start all over somehow. But they don't really have many assets to trade other than Beal, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's read
I think
these.
they're stuck with Wall.
Well, yeah, and his albatross contract and his lack of production for not that he's not productive while he's out there, he's just hurt all the time, you know. A giant rock, $4.99. The Anthony Davis trade will go down in history as the NBA equivalent to the Herschel Walker trade. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. But did the Cowboys really get that much better in that trade? Is that what happened? Who was Herschel Walker traded for? I gotta remember this. This is like even when I was a kid. Herschel Walker trade. The Cowboys,
Okay, this might actually be Cam Reddish right here
You
to
think?
the Wizards. Yeah.
That's yeah. All right, it went. Yeah, Herschel Walker went to Dallas. Yeah, no, you're right. The Cowboys used all the draft picks. Yeah, I had that backwards. Yeah, Walker went from the Cowboys to the Vikings, and then they got all those draft picks. One of them, I think, was Troy Aikman, and the rest of the guys. Yeah, it was a monster. I don't think it's on that level of tipping the entire balance. Do you think so? Do you think it's that big, Eric? Herschel Walker trade for Anthony Davis? I think the only way that happens is if
too early to tell.
Yeah, if the Pelicans win like 3 out of 4
You got to see how some
championships.
pans out.
Right. That's what
Oh,
would need
I mean,
to
I
happen.
think
Wow,
the way
that
I
was
look at it
fast. Pick is in.
Wow. Okay.
the way I look at it is he's leaving anyway. You know, you get as much as you could for it, and I think they did that. So, I mean, you can't ask for them to get more than what they got, really. So,
Well, if the Pelicans were going to do that, this was the year to do it because they got Zion Williamson. I mean, this was the best year to do what they did. So,
I think the fact that they landed the #1 pick, it already panned out for them because you can't
Pick is in.
Can't
Here it comes. 9th pick. 19 NBA draft.
Cam Reddish.
Washington Wizards select Rui Hachimura.
oh my God. Okay. No, he's not a bad pick, but I didn't expect that.
Okay. Hachimura. I like that.
First
Hachimura.
Japanese player ever drafted.
Nice. So I can add him to the top 5 Asian black players. Asian
That's
basketball
funny.
players. So,
His name means baseball base in Japanese.
oh,
That's
nice.
what Rui means.
Oh. He looks like Karan Butler. He's like, I don't know. How much do we know about this guy from Gonzaga? 6'9", Rui Hachimura.
Rui
I like his name.
Hachimura.
I'm gonna be saying his name before I go to bed. Rui Hachimura. Whoa. All right, I can say that because I'm Asian.
Here's the interesting.
Y'all can't say
If
it.
Reddish keeps falling, the Pels probably trade back up because they're at 17, and I don't think they're keeping all those second-round picks. So they might package some of them, move up a few spots. If Cam keeps falling, let's say it's like 13 or 14, and he's still there,
Right. Well, yeah. The last thing they need is
maybe
depth.
package some stuff and trade up.
Right. They've got plenty of depth, and they've got so many chips. Like the Pelicans are sitting at the table ready to gamble with just a stack of chips. And who knows if they're going to turn those into more chips or just lose them.
Well, Atlanta just needs to go best available now.
Bol? Do you think Bol? I think they take Cam Reddish now.
Yeah, I think they're going to go best available.
I think the problem with Bull is like y'all were saying earlier. I think it's not that he's not a good talent, but in today's NBA, it's like
I agree with you. I don't think he'd be a good pick in the top 10. Yeah, I don't think he'd be a good pick in the top 10.
He's 7'3" and weighs 208 pounds. Like unless he is some freakishly skilled player.
Hey, people can always grow. Look at Giannis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude turn into a monster.
He kind of had the frame though, you know?
Yeah, well, the thing is also Giannis isn't 7'5" or whatever Bol is too, so it's a lot easier to fill in like a 6'11", 7 foot frame than it is a 7'5" frame.
He's
sounds like the Hawks are taking fish.
I don't know. This could be one of those rapid picks.
The Hawks really got a nice young team. You got Trey Young. They draft Hunter, and they draft Reddish here. They got John Collins. Like, man, the Hawks really got an interesting team.
They could be a sleeper contender. They could be the next Raptors, you know, like just consistently good and getting swept by another team in the playoffs. Like,
actually, you know what? Hawks need to go Cam Reddish right here, or Nazir Little, but Cam Reddish, not Nazir Little.
Saying they're going Reddish. That's what Twitter's saying.
Yeah, they need to.
Woj and everybody.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't see him falling any further, right? Like,
I mean, that's
Yeah.
honest. The Hawks really, they're coming away nice. Like, they did trade up, but they got the guy they wanted. But then you still get Reddish to fall to 10, which I'm not gonna say it was unlikely, but I don't think people. I mean, you feel pretty good about getting him at 10, So they're making out pretty good.
Yeah, the Hawks are. I would say they're the other team that's really winning this draft. They, not just based on volume, but I think they've been smart with their picks. They got the guy they wanted it for. They made a trade for it, and if they pick Reddish out here, could be a pretty solid haul for them. Is it in?
Yeah, dude. The Hawks are gonna be. That's another team I feel like is gonna be really fun to watch. Even if they're not like making the playoffs just yet, but they're gonna be fun to watch. I really like Trae Young too.
He's a beast, man.
He turned out better than I thought he would. I didn't think he was going to be a bust. I didn't think he would be that good that fast.
He did kind of just explode, and there wasn't much fanfare or hype around him. That people knew he was good, but he came in and played some ball, man. All right, I got to read this one. Beast of Metal 1989. $5 on the Trucks DQ. The violation that burned Ross Chastain post-race ride height is a bullshit rule that was chucked out of the Cup rule book in 2014. So it's not in the main series, but they kept it in the truck. So basically he got on some shit is what you're saying. Post-race ride height. So I guess I don't know what would explain that. I guess after the race he had you're gonna have to explain what that means. Maybe he had expended oil or something in his shocks and made him lighter. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, and yeah. All right, so where were we on the grades? I forget. We got to Culver, I think. Yeah. So Minnesota drafting Culver.
We were on the Cavs or the
Yeah. You were gonna grade Garland.
Oh yeah, I gave him a B minus.
Yeah. I think it's a B. I think because now I think it's just bad asset management if you already have a point guard and then you draft a point guard. But who knows? They could trade whoever's there and get some more assets. The Cleveland is so far off from contending again. They need someone to get pregnant in Ohio with the next generation of talent. That's the only way. So
what you're saying is they still have another 18 years to wait.
Yeah.
Assuming
whoever that kid is now, it could be Bronny Jr. But he might play for LA. But whoever it is might be being conceived right now on draft night by Zion Williamson. Jared Culver at 6. What do you guys think about that? As far
that
as
was
grade?
to who again? 6.
The T-Wolves.
Yeah. Best fit for that team. I guess A.
Yeah, I don't mind that one. Eric, any thoughts on that post pick now?
Which pick are we on?
Jared Culver to the T-Wolves.
I think. I mean, he was one of the guys you would take at that spot. It was him or White, I think. So that's probably like a B. I think that's. I mean,
yeah,
I think he's gonna be a pretty good player. I think you could have argued, he was any. Once you got to that 4th spot, there's like 4 or 5 guys you could kind of argue with being the 4th best guy, and I think he was one of those guys. So
yeah,
they got one of the good ones that was still left.
All right, you have White at number 7 to the Bulls.
I give that one a B. I give that one a B mainly because he's not developed yet, but he was also
all right, here we go.
There's no other
pick is in. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Reddish.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, we knew it was coming.
Team's gonna be so excited, man.
Yeah, I know.
Man,
I might auction off my Knicks fandom to just watch the Hawks. I don't know.
Trae Young, John Collins, Hunter, Reddish. I mean, that's a fun young team.
Explosiveness on that team and jump shot.
Yeah, who's the coach? Who's the coach in Atlanta?
I forget his name. I was watching him during
it's
the
a young guy,
NBA
right?
draft combine.
Atlanta Hawks coach.
He had like an interview.
Lloyd Pierce. Yeah, I mean, he was. So he's an assistant for the Sixers, Grizzlies, Cavs, and Golden State. Yeah, he's my age. Holy shit. He's young. I'm not young, but he's 40. That's kind of, I mean, 42. That's pretty young for an NBA coach. You know.
You know what I hope the Rockets randomly do?
What's that?
Find a team that wants Chris Paul for a first-round pick. I like Chris Paul. I was happy when he came to the Rockets, but Jesus Christ, I don't like that contract one bit.
I don't like him as a person. I hear stories of him being a bad guy and just like treating his teammates like shit. And
Yeah, dude, he said Harden had man boobs.
no.
He's a bully.
Well, Harden started it by farting in his face and giving him
dude.
Conjunctivitis. He gave him pink eye because Harden farted in his face, and then he fired back by making fun of his man boobs. So, yeah, I know. I mean, Chris Paul, I just feel like he's a choker, honestly, and I feel like Harden has the same itis, but I think Harden could be. If you're gonna keep one,
if Chris Paul didn't get injured, that year,
they'd have
championship.
That's true, but it happened.
It was championship. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, they had the Warriors on the ropes, and we found out this year that all you gotta do is injure the shit out of the Warriors, and
that's all you gotta do.
Yeah, you just gotta wait.
And hey, guess what? You got Kevin Durant, who's gonna be out next year. You got Klay Thompson, who's gonna be out next year. I had my high hopes. I'm like, oh, Rockets are winning it next year now. There's nothing. And then here we go. Lakers get Anthony Davis. Like, oh God, here we go.
I still
if there's ever a time for the Rockets to win, it has to be next year.
Yeah, but the thing is that the Lakers are trying to stack up now because they know they have a chance if they get good enough.
So what do you? Go ahead.
Hard to fill out that roster, though, man.
True.
Like that's what I think. I mean, AD and LeBron alone are still. I mean, they could still easily get to the finals just with that and a bunch of role players. But it ain't gonna be too easy to fill that roster out. I don't think.
Dude, if they figure out a way to get Kemba Walker, I'm gonna be so mad.
That could be the last piece, but still, I mean, LeBron.
You know how good that team would be if they finished it off with Kemba? Oh my God, I'd be so mad because this is the year the Rockets need to try to get it.
Yeah. I mean, but what
Paul stuff all talk, or does he really want out?
I don't think he wants out. That was just a bunch of fake.
I think so too. I honestly think so too, and I think that if he stays, that the Rockets do have a golden opportunity.
Dude, it happens every offseason. I swear to God, they do it for headlines. They just want to say Houston has a problem in a headline, and they call it quits. They do this every offseason, dude.
Paul should stay just off the strength that this is the best chance he's probably going to have to win a championship because of the Warriors situation. Like,
yeah.
Unless he's trying to get his way to the Lakers, but I just don't see how that would even be possible with his contract. I don't know how that would
I'd be
work.
even more pissed off if
his contract is so bad for his age.
People are trying to bury the Warriors, right? So Klay tore an ACL, which is what, a 7-month, 8-month recovery. He could come back, and they still have possibly a very dangerous roster. You take those 4 players. You have Iguodala, Green, Thompson, and Curry, and they can still make waves in the NBA. And Cousins if he comes back, but I don't think so. But still, you saw them. They were 2 games away from an NBA title this year, even without their best players. They could still. They're still gonna be a bitch to deal with. They
just might get a rough seeding next year. That's for sure. Because they're gonna miss. Like you can't if they're missing Klay and KD for a big part of next season. KD is going to be out all season, but Klay might come towards the end. And if Klay comes towards the end, they're going to have a rough seeding next season.
Pick is in for 11th pick, and Patrick Mahomes just went on Twitter to say that Reddish is the steal of the draft.
Okay,
he knows a lot about.
That's
steal.
A stretch.
I don't think Reddish is the.
This 11th pick is the Suns, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is Minnesota to Phoenix. And here comes the commissioner.
All right.
Phoenix is
And then
gonna
I'll read
mess.
this next snapper chat.
Here we go. 11th pick. 2019 NBA draft. So the Timberwolves select Cameron Johnson.
Wow.
I knew they would. What the hell is wrong with Phoenix?
Oh my gosh, that's like on nobody's radar right there. Like
That has to be the reach of the draft so far.
I would give that the reach. The Daniel Jones Honorable Reach Award goes to
Derp.
the Derp
Derpity.
Award.
Derp.
Derp. Derpity. Derp. Derp. Derp.
Derpity.
Yeah. Wow, that was not. I don't know. Wow, that's a reach.
Phoenix is so dumb.
Who is the GM in Phoenix? I think a monkey could just be like throw darts, like how they rate articles on Vox. Like
You know what? Phoenix is probably like, you know what? We didn't hit the lottery this year. Let's get them next year. Like,
who's gonna be the best player next year?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a one and done.
a one and done player, like somebody from Kentucky. Just
Like, let me just like look up who the top high school prospect is. That's probably who it's gonna be.
right. Well, I think the one and done ends next year, right? The age limit. Does that?
I'm not sure. I think they're including where players can enter the draft, but if they don't like where they're selected, they can go back to college. I think
So-
they're adding that.
I like this question here. From Conman757. Nice name, by the way. He's just conning people. What is your grade for Rui Hachimura, and what does this tell you about the team's future? I think that means that Beal's getting traded. To be honest, I mean they just took a forward.
Hope they trade him to us, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
you
would
ready
be
for
a
this?
lovely piece for the Pelicans, man.
The number one high school prospect right now, he signed with Memphis. It's James Weissman, a 7-foot center, 230 pounds. There's your first pick.
Wow.
If he does good,
James
that's the first
Weissman?
pick.
Sounds like a nice Jewish boy, huh? Is it what?
And then they have like Cole Anthony, who's a top-rated point guard. He's pretty damn good.
Well,
They had one guy that opted to go overseas, RJ Hampton. He's going overseas to play for a year
in
instead
like
of going to
Turkey or
college.
something, or is it going?
I don't remember where. It was I think it was New Zealand.
Ah,
It was a low market overseas basketball league.
I know who's
It
going to be
wasn't
the
anything
top
crazy.
pick next year. LaMelo Ball, baby. Yeah. Uh-huh. Or LiAngelo. One of the two Ball brothers, you know. But I think it's going to be LaMelo next year, baby. Okay, who's on the clock? So the Hornets are on the clock.
Yep. Hornets on the clock.
I think what we'll do is I'll stay on the stream until the Pels pick at 17, and then we'll call it a night. How about that? You
Until
guys all
what?
right
You
with
cut
that?
out first. Which pick you cut out?
17. When
Actually,
the Pels,
17.
yeah, when the Pels pick for the
I'm
last
gonna
time.
have to hop off now.
Oh, okay. You gonna hop off now?
Yeah, I got something I actually have to go do.
All right.
Well, it's nice meeting you, dude.
Yeah.
Meeting y'all.
Thanks for
and,
coming in.
Definitely, y'all come back on next time. If y'all want me to come back on, just hit me up. I'm always
Definitely.
down.
Well, we got to review the NFL season because I know you're also a beast with the NFL and Madden. And everyone go subscribe to Eric Rayweather. If you don't know him, let me put his link in the chat. Hold on, YouTube, so that we can all do that. And I appreciate you coming, man. Thanks for coming on the stream.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
It was
Till
nice
next
meeting you.
time.
See ya.
Nice meeting all y'all.
All right. And
Thanks.
now, as soon as he
Later.
leaves, this is when we talk shit about Eric. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he sounds like everybody from our high school.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Down
a-
south.
hey, I love that down south Louisiana accent right there. That's the old
It
school.
stands out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I never got it.
You sound like you're from California.
And dude, I'm from down south Louisiana.
Down south. I've been all over Louisiana, man. I've been to Eunice. I think we talked about that last time. I've been.
Did you say you were from Alabama? I mean,
I am from
Hornets
Alabama, so
Yeah, it's
Hornets
pretty much
about
the
to
same
run out the
thing.
clock.
wow.
All right,
probably
y'all.
don't
Till
know
next
who
time.
picked.
Appreciate being on.
All right, Eric. Thanks for coming.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
7, 6, 5, 4.
Ooh, what if the
3.
Hornets go bowl? That would be a changer.
I want to wait.
Wow. Under the wire. Pick is in.
They're saying either Sekou Domboya, dumb boy. Yeah,
Dumboya.
that was my mom's nickname, Dumb Boy. That's what she would call me. She said, "Dumb Boy, get down here." So or Nasir Little, from UNC. Let's see what it is.
Here comes the commish.
Yeah,
Oh,
Trees at
Lord.
Miller Park. He's not joining us, so that's why we had a smaller crowd tonight, because you guys didn't get to hear Tree's golden voice.
Hornets might actually go Nazir Little. Might
Hornet select.
UNC?
Who? PJ Washington Jr. from Kentucky.
What?
Okay.
Wow, this is the time. This is where the draft gets really interesting, when there's nobody on anyone's radar and shit just happens. And PJ Washington gets selected with the
12th overall
12th
pick.
overall pick. Wow.
I mean, that's not terrible.
It seems
could
like
work
a
out.
lot of guys are in that 6'8", 230 category. You know, a lot of swingmen in this draft.
Yeah. That's kind of how the NBA's moving.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Tall
when they see
guys
guys
that
like
can move fast.
when they see guys like Kawhi make a difference, it's worth it taking a flyer on these.
Hey, I'll
players.
tell you one thing. PJ Washington is a way better pick than what they've been doing in the past years.
Yeah. What? So he comes out of UNC, right?
He's PJ's Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. I'm sorry. I guess this alcohol is kicking in a little bit.
Whee!
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's obviously he plays that he's already played that pro style game, and he might be a good fit for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just,
I like their pick last year. What's his name? I'm blanking. He's their small forward.
for the Hornets.
Yeah. I forget who they picked
They're
last
about
year.
to
It's
lose their best player, but hold on. Hornets roster.
starts with a B, I think, the last name.
Batum.
Miami.
No.
Bismack Biyombo. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just anytime I can say Bismack Biyombo on the air, I will. I just think that's the best name.
Let me see.
Dwayne Bacon. Anytime I can say Bacon on the air. Miles Bridges, maybe.
Him.
Yeah,
Him,
he's out
yeah.
of Michigan State, 6'7", 225. Yeah. So they go and get P.J. Washington. Jackson.
Miles Bridges and Malik Monk are by far their best additions to the team to the draft in the past years.
All right, so
I mean, obviously Kemba Walker, but that goes without saying.
You know, look at the chat on it. Miles Bridges was their pick. Gosh, look at this lineup right here. You got, well, Tony Parker retired. Shelvin Mack, he's old as shit. They're in a free fall, and if Kemba Walker is basically gonna go, they got Michael Kidd Gilchrist, Jeremy Lamb, like what?
They got him on a trade. I remember when the Rockets drafted Jeremy Lamb.
I mean, they're one of the, I'm looking at these birth dates, like all in the 90s. I mean, they're it looks like their average age is pretty much up there. Like Batum. I don't know, man. I hear that the Hornets, like, for as much as people clown the Knicks for being a poorly run organization, I hear the Hornets are pretty bad.
Oh yeah, the Hornets are pretty damn bad,
Yeah.
and that's just because they're very bad with their draft picks. They really are.
Yeah. Well, and they haven't gotten a lottery pick in so long too. Like they
always end up in like that 11 to like 16 range.
Yeah. That's draft pick purgatory, So I don't know how much longer you guys want to stay around. We're done almost 2 hours. If you want to wait till like how about we go till the Celtics pick and then we can call it, cuz I was not planning on doing the entire first fucking round.
Hey, I'm good whenever you are. I'm going to be
Same.
regardless.
I cleared my whole night for this, so it's up to you, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if I have, how about we call it at 9:00? We'll give it 2 solid hours.
Okay.
Works for me.
Yeah, perfect. You guys enjoy. You get us for 2 hours. We're working.
Dude, I was going to be watching this draft regardless. I watched the entire NBA draft. So
you know what I love about just doing the dumpster fire is like I like to talk sports, but like no one else ever listens to me.
What?
Like when you call your friend and you talk about draft picks, like you're just having a conversation with them. Now we have 200 and some odd people to fucking insult me when I say something stupid. So I think that's great. Like that makes it much funner to talk sports. Beast of Metal 1989 for $250. 3 people died building the roof at Miller Park. Yes, that's true. The crane collapsed, and it was very windy conditions that day, and they did not put it in a great place. And that's the jinx that Tree brings to the park. I'm gonna text Tree. Hold on, I think he texted me earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh. No. Tree's not gonna come in. All right.
Yeah, he just posted a picture from the ballpark.
Yeah. What an excuse, huh?
Right?
Like going to a basketball game. It's okay, man. We had insightful commentary from Eric Rayweather, and then we have my man Caleb Saint just bringing the fire with the NBA knowledge, even though he's known for a baseball channel. And then we got Dodger of Zion here giving us the picks.
Yep. And I'm about to give you guys another one because it looks like the commish is coming out for Miami.
This will be the last pick of the night, and then we can just do our sign off and flame away, and y'all can enjoy the rest of your night.
Miami's actually interesting.
Yeah, this is it. This is pick 13. Let's see. So I just want to know when Bol goes. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Tree is in Milwaukee tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
I think it's hilarious because Tree's like, I'm on vacation. I'm like, who vacations till Milwaukee?
You could be hitting up Wisconsin Dells, which is essentially Myrtle Beach in Wisconsin.
Really? Is it like on the Great Lake Michigan?
It's just a bunch of touristy stuff in one area. It's a bunch of water parks, and there's a Ripley's and an aquarium, and there's a couple of other things. It's just a tourist sink.
It's a tourist trap. I cannot figure out what I want to do for vacation this year. Like my family cannot figure it out. And like my oldest son does not like the beach, and I can't think of a place and cruises are too expensive. Like I'm not trying to spend because it's a family of 4. Like it's different when it's just you and another person. You can pretty much, if you have a couple $1,000s, you can go anywhere in America and have a good time. But we're a family of 4. Like it's hard to pick a place.
I want to go to Colorado.
Camping out of the question?
I would not mind camping, but it has to be like glamping, I for me personally, I could go to Yosemite and like just camp in the woods, but the kids and I don't think.
Yeah, you could probably get a campsite with a trailer on it, or a cottage, or a cabin, or something like that.
Yeah, but I need water. Like I want to Is there a Great Lakes vacation out there that I don't know. I need
who knows? You might find something after you come home from Con Bravo, because it's like right on Lake Ontario. And here comes the commish.
All right, here it is. I might do Colorado. I might do. I don't know.
Draft.
I would love.
Yeah,
the Miami Heat select.
Who is it?
Tyler Hero.
What? That's an interesting pick.
This is the weird part of the draft. Yeah. Where now you can't predict anything.
Yeah, you best fit or best available means nothing. Everyone's going for signability and fit right now.
I thought they would go Romeo Langford over. Okay.
Tyler
I had a feeling they were
Hero.
going to go shooting guard, but
Wow, the first white guy in the draft goes at number 13. Wow, mark this down, everybody. Write it down. First whitey has gone in the draft. Not that I'm not racist. I'm just pointing it out that a man of different pigment than the other 12 picks has gone at number 13. And now this stream is demonetized because I brought up race. So where did Hero go to school?
Kentucky.
Oh, so a white boy from Kentucky.
I'm so confused. Why
Well, no,
didn't they
he's
go
actually from
Romeo
Milwaukee,
Langford?
and he originally committed to Wisconsin,
So-
but then he went to
So
Kentucky.
he gets even whiter, right? So from the Midwest.
Hey, I'm gonna call it right now. This is gonna be a bad pick.
All right,
You won't be hearing about this guy in 2 years.
what, Tyler Hero?
Yeah, you won't be.
No, I think it's a bad pick. I mean, come on. But they needed a role player in Miami. Miami's
Dude, they
got
could have went Romeo Langford. Why not?
I don't know. Where's Langford? Where did he play?
USC.
I don't know.
Which one?
Not
University of California.
yes.
Oh, the
come
fake
on.
one
No,
then.
No, they don't play good basketball in South Carolina. Come on. Let's be
Dawn
serious.
Staley would beg to differ, my good sir.
Oh yeah. You know that Deanna Taurasi is gonna be in the Space Jam.
Yeah, I can't wait for that movie.
You can't wait. Do you think that they're gonna do the extended dunk again? Like
I don't know, but that was my childhood, so I'm going to see Toy Story tomorrow.
you wanna? do
Oh,
it. Really?
get the tissues.
It's a movie about a
Dude, I
sport.
like that. I'm going to see Lion King.
What?
That's my childhood.
Why
I'm
did they
looking
have
forward to
do
that.
Toy Story 4. I thought Toy Story 3 was perfect. I thought it was the most.
I thought so,
perfect
too.
Movie in the
I cried.
series.
I cried like a baby
I
at Toy
did
Story
cry like
3,
a-
but yeah, it was perfect.
I was almost there, but I was in a theater with my kids, and I had to show the strength of an adult. You know, like you can't just cry in a movie theater. Like you can't do it.
Oh wait, I was totally wrong. Romeo Langford is Indiana. My
Oh.
bad.
Hoosier.
I think so. Lion King, I saw when I was super high at like age 18, I think. And I was by myself and definitely cried. Like I was like, Mufasa, get up! Come on, Mufasa, get up! I'm so high. Where are the chips? And then that was my night.
Oh Jesus.
Don't ever watch a good movie when you're stoned and alone. Like you're gonna cry. You know, like it's gonna happen. All right, I think we made it a solid 2 hours. All right, how about this? We watch the Celtics pick, and then we'll call it a night.
Let's see Boston
Because
screw this one up.
shit is getting super weird right now. It's like
Dude, Tyler Hero basically spent his whole NBA paycheck on jewelry. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Bad scene. So what is the white guy doing?
He's got
being
a full
irresponsible?
decked out necklace and watch.
It's probably on loan. You know, he might have a.
Yeah, I would guess that's probably on loan.
Yeah. It always cracks me up that, you know, when these guys are seniors in college, like they drive around all these Porsches and Maseratis. Because what
Yeah.
dealership wouldn't give that to you? Just like, yeah, just pay me after the draft, you know, because I'll
True.
be coming for my money, motherfucker.
But what's sad is that if you look at it, that looks like he's wearing literally just on his wrist and neck about $100,000.
Ugh.
Wow, is he like one of those girls going to the
That costs
Met
more
Gala?
than my house.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's spending. That's an excessive
Yeah.
amount of money. No
trying
telling.
to
Well,
bling? He could end up being a terrible pick. He obviously isn't smart with his money. You know. Let's see. Is he the white? Is he? No, he's the white. Is he the Johnny Manziel of the NBA?
ooh, I don't think so.
I think that's
he's not really
harsh.
he's not really a personality. It's just he came into
He's
a
just
lot
a
of money.
dude.
Yeah,
All right.
just a
So
dude
Jared
that-
Froman for $2 says, "Can we watch until 15? That'll be halfway." That's fair enough. Can you guys stay till 15?
I
Yeah.
could stay till Detroit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And then Taylor Phillips will be happy from the Michigan Sports Truth that we stayed around to watch the Pistons blow their 15th pick in the NBA draft. All right, come on, Celtics. Let's go. I think the clock has expired, right?
No, there's a minute left.
Oh, a minute left.
Okay. Ooh, Celtics. Go Bol. Keep him in green.
Yes.
Replace Baines with Bol. Do it.
Bol from Oregon. Or Sekai Dumboy from Guinea. Mm-hmm. No Euros yet either in the first 15. Uh-huh.
I don't think they can pick a point guard because there's no
people from Croatia, nobody from Romania, like nobody from Latvia. It's just really, I'm shocked by this that they didn't.
They got a France guy in there.
Yeah, a France guy. All right,
Pick is in.
Pick is in. All right.
Kamish isn't coming to the
Putin
stage yet,
next.
but
No, Putin's gonna be drafted tomorrow night in the NHL. Uh-huh. Boston is focused on Langford, says the Woj bomb. Okay.
You said Boston's focused on Langford?
Yeah,
that
somebody in the
bad.
chat said.
That's what Nick Man, fellow mod, is saying right now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pick.
Yeah, let's see. From Sacramento through Philly. So this was one of Philly's picks at some point.
Yeah, that's how we got Markelle Fultz.
Mm-hmm. Man,
Was trade.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. Boy, in the NBA they swap picks like Taylor Swift swaps boyfriends. You know,
Yeah.
They're just like me and underwear, just swapping them out daily. You know, sometimes 2-3 times.
Najee Little is dropping.
And here comes the commish.
All right.
Najee Little might fall to Orlando.
He could.
It's a 19 NBA draft.
Bowl.
So, like Romeo Langford.
Yep.
Not a bad pick at all.
Yeah, I like, it's amazing how the Celtics don't do dumb shit, right? Like they always seem to get it right while other teams get it wrong. And that's not a bad pick at all. I like it. I think that's a B+ for them. So,
Yeah, that's a really good pick.
yeah.
That's what the Heat should have done.
Right. Well, yeah, but they didn't want to use their head. Or probably what the Suns should have done. Like I think
okay, let's just put it into perspective. The Heat just drafted a white guy who shoots threes. Now, you let me know how often that tends to work out, right? You have JJ Redick, role player. You have Kyle Korver, role player. You've had Mike Miller at one point, role player. So, like, the ceiling is role player for that.
Right. I mean,
why even do it? Like,
I guess you can't qualify Doncic as that type of player because he does everything.
Exactly. He's not that player at all.
Right.
Plus, he's European. He's not full-on American white.
Yeah. He's not a Tyler Hansborough.
Exactly.
But yeah, the ceiling is role player. Maybe that's what they wanted as a spot-up 3 shooter to go with all those weapons that they have in fucking Miami.
Hey, now if Tyler Hero was straight from Spain or I mean not Spain, he wouldn't be from Spain, but like maybe France or Latvia or something like that, we might be talking something, right? But he's white, he's from America and he's white. He shoots 3-pointers. Ceiling is role player.
Right.
Like
he has too many backup plans in life, right? Like if the NBA doesn't work out, he can sell insurance and be very successful at it. Like these guys that come from Estonia or some shit, they have no choice. Like they're hitting the gym at 2 a.m. while fucking Tyler Hero is sleeping. Right.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you want a guy who puts $100K on jewelry right when he gets drafted as a guy who handles your insurance, but we could go with that.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, he has options in life. If he blows out his knee or he just doesn't work hard and he's not good enough, he's like, I'm a tall white guy in America. Like, how many more advantages do I need? Like, but that's what I'm saying. These Europeans just come over and they're like, fuck, I must work out. I must be best player in NBA. And then it fucking works out for them. Like, you can't spend a 14 pick on someone that's from this country. Now watch him turn out to be decent.
Hey, if he does, that'll be a first.
I would say Reddish, for as much of a role player he is, he's still like a spot up.
Hey, JJ Redick was one of the best college players of all time. Yeah. But he's still like role player level
he was Steph Curry
in NBA. Deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was Steph Curry deep before Steph Curry. Like he was pulling up from basically half court at those Duke games, just being like.
And even then, think about because like even though Steph Curry's like that three guy, he does other things so well that he's won an MVP. Well, until a white guy learns how to mimic Stephen Curry's play style, which, hey, we're moving in that direction to where white guys who shoot threes have a possibility to be something in the league because of Steph Curry.
All right? Detroit's pick is in.
Okay, this is the last pick
and
of the night.
It's commercial break at the moment for a freaking alligator hurricane movie.
I would say the one thing that I really saw that was missing in the finals, and maybe it could have been because of Toronto's defense, was Steph did not penetrate and get to the basket against the Raptors like he had in the past. Like, for some reason, like the Cavs and all those finals matchups didn't have the interior defense, and they let Steph drive and get to the hole, and I did not see that from the Raptors. Just simply wouldn't allow it. And I guess maybe the box confused them too much, but taking that away from Steph was smart. I don't know if it's the blueprint for beating the Warriors because you have to have the personnel to do that, but at the same time, man, they did it so well.
I mean, it does help having one of the best defensive players on your team in Kawhi's.
Yeah, Kawhi is such a beast, though.
Yeah.
But I would say losing Klay Thompson was so bad because, not only was Kawhi, a beast, but Klay Thompson is so good on both ends of the floor.
Well, yeah, once you lose Klay, who else is going to help you stretch the floor?
Right. And
Draymond?
Yeah.
He's been mediocre from three for like the last 2 years.
Yeah. Draymond doesn't have that stroke like he did, 2-3 years ago, and neither does Iguodala. So it was tough for them. Like they just ran out of options. If they would have had KD though, and everyone said, oh yeah, they just. It's true though. KD was.
I'll be honest. I think Klay Thompson is the bigger piece to the puzzle. Yes, Durant going down does hurt, but I feel like it's one of those things where Klay is always like that oddball where he won't really get double teamed because people don't see him as that much of a threat for whatever reason. So he kind of gets wiggle room.
Right, because they're like, I'm not letting Steph Curry beat me, right? It's just kind of like MJ when he was, they're like, we're not going to let MJ beat us. It's got to be Pippen, and Pippen would beat people. Like he would dunk and fucking put his nuts on people. And Klay, dude, when Klay is locked in, it's probably if you don't like the Warriors just because they win a lot, he is one of the funnest players to watch play. Like I've never
I don't think Klay would ever take a team to the playoffs by himself. But the fact that he's on the Warriors, he's a phenomenal player. Like you can't treat him as some like off shot. You know what I'm saying?
Him combined with Steph is like the perfect matchup of two, not only like just great personalities, but two gifted athletes together. I would say when Klay pulls up and he's on, like it's so pretty to watch. It's one of the most just ridiculously fun jump shots to watch. Like,
yeah, because when he's on, he's on. He doesn't miss.
It's ridiculous. All right, James Amadei, this is probably his last snapper chat of the night. Tree needs to call when he is in South Bend, Indiana. Yeah. How about he calls when he's in Gary, Indiana?
All right, here's the
robbed.
Here's the Pistons pick.
Stream. All right.
The Tree Pistons select Sekou Doumbouya from.
I think he lasted. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably exactly where he should have been picked, right? So that's it. So I like that pick. I think he's got size. He's a little light, 210 at 6'9". All right, that means we can wrap up Dodge. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of sound in the back.
Yep, sorry. I just turned it up so that I could get the
Sorry.
name. He's fixed.
Dodge, do you have any parting words for the Peanut Gallery here before we sign
Well,
off?
I'm going to keep watching because I want to see how the process continues to play out. And I also want to see where Taco Fall goes because he was awesome to watch during the tournament this year.
I do want to see where Taco falls. Well, I want to see where the tacos fall.
Where the taco falls.
Yes.
Coming this year on the Urinating Tree channel.
Yep. That's how the taco falls sometimes, you know? Like,
that is how the taco falls.
Yep. It's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the pink taco falls. All right. Caleb, you got any parting words for the crowd, even though the Houston Rockets are going to trade Chris Paul for nothing and not have a draft pick?
Yeah, man, I'm going to keep watching this draft regardless of my team having no involvement whatsoever because I just enjoy watching people get picked that I will forget about in like 2 years because most of these guys will be forgotten, guaranteed.
Yeah, remember that year that you weren't old enough, but Brent Barry like went 7th overall or something like that, and it was like the most surprise pick ever. I
just think it's funny seeing that most of these guys, like I guarantee you this year we're saying, A+, you know, for these picks. Right. One of those guys picked in the top 5 is probably going to be forgotten in like 3 years.
Well, at least one is going to tear some type of ligament in his leg, you know, like
unit lost, preemptive.
And then another guy is going to just be bad or be in the wrong situation or be underutilized. Some guy is just not going to love the NBA, you know, like who knows, you know.
And teams don't develop their guys correctly a lot of times. So that can happen. Tyreek Evans could have probably been one of the better players in the league had he have been utilized correctly. He won Rookie of the Year. He had a phenomenal rookie year and then fell off the face of the earth because of poor development. Yeah. They didn't know where to play him.
It happens. But sometimes those sneak picks turn into great players. You know, like Drazen Petrovic. Like, it's just he was in the wrong situation. And then when someone was like, here, just do whatever you want, and he turned into a fantastic player. So you never know, man.
Also, I wanted to mention, I think the video I post tomorrow, you're going to want. I think you might find it funny.
What is it? What is it going to be?
It's dads at softball games. So, like, adult softball games. You know what I mean? There's a little piece in there where it's like I'm wearing one of those straw hats. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, there's like some sunscreen on my face, not quite rubbed in. So I think you'll enjoy it because I get the humor.
Oh, so Tree is in the chat right now, but he's not gonna join the server. Yeah, that's great, Tree. Way to show up at the end, fucker. Are you gonna show up to the draft, NHL draft tomorrow? Asshole. All right, well, thanks for sticking around, but I'm gonna go ahead just away from the comp. Well, thanks for showing up, but I'm cutting the stream anyways. I've got a video coming out soon, which will be called Every Country's Largest Stadium, but I might not get to that until next week.
Interesting.
This research that unit gain, that's funny. This research that I'm doing, finding out about these stadiums, it's been it's the most tedious video, but also super fun to like.
Wait, what's the craziest one that you found?
So the Philippines stadium has a capacity of 55,000 and it's indoors. It's the largest indoor arena. And I had no idea the Philippines, their population is like 109 million. So I was like, what?
Whew, that is a lot of people.
Yeah, for a tiny little island. And their largest stadium is 55,000 and it's completely indoors. And there's no tenant. There's no team.
You're just about to sign off, but the commissioner is coming out with the Orlando Magic's pick.
Just name the Magic pick and then I'll just get off. Fuck it. Yep.
16th pick. Mm-hmm. Orlando Magic select.
Well, I know Bol is not this pick.
Taco Fall. They should take Taco Fall.
Dude,
Shuma Okiki from Auburn.
They just drafted like a 7'2" center last season.
Yeah, that's true.
But Shuma Okiki from Auburn.
All right. Tree, have fun in the chat talking to everybody. Chuma Okiki. Nice.
Shuma Okiki.
Yes.
And he tore his ACL in this year's Sweet 16. So
yeah, and he could have been the difference between them and Virginia.
Yep.
All right,
But alas.
I'm gonna cut the stream or I'll be here all night because this is fun. But
yes,
my wife's like yelling at me, so she's not. But I'm just making up excuses like someone called my phone. No, I love streaming though. It's fun. I should do it more often. But once a week is enough. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining the Dumpster Fire. Thank you, Eric Rayweather. Thank you for C Saint and Dodger of Zion for
thanks for having me on, man.
We'll be
Always
on tomorrow
fun.
night. Again, everyone here. We're doing an NHL draft reaction. Caleb, name one player in the NHL.
Jamie Benn.
Name one player that's going to be drafted in the tomorrow.
You lost me. I have no idea. I have no. I would try to guess some Russian name, and that's about it.
Come on.
You could have.
All right.
It'll be interesting to see where Kako goes.
I hope that yeah, I hope that he's a Ranger. I hope so too. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. You made it to the end of this stream.